Here's hoping I don't accidentally delete this session like I've done a previous one of another game, because that would just be embarrassing to happen back to back. That would. Let's see. What happened last time? I suppose I can find the page, right? That. There we go. So, what happened last time? Last time was we were told we have time for this.
And we did.
It was almost 1 a.m. in some parts of the world, but yeah, good thing Tom didn't have work. And I was on the lates, and we're being quite unemployed. And Q is... I don't actually think Q sleeps. I think he just goes into, like, you know, a deep freeze or something for a few hours.
Is he an elf? Maybe he just meditates.
Yeah, no, he goes into a trance.
But
another one.
Well, yeah, you've arrived in Camp Rochester after interrogating a guy, a red wizard's guy. He committed a little bit of Japanese number puzzle. We need to keep it family friendly here. He's got some information from him. Like, cool, no bother, bye. He's came to this place. Giant ass statue. But the camp looked like it'd been overrun by something. He's decided, hey, you know what? Let's take a little look in. Amber walked into the big temple, managed to not spring any of the traps in there. Everybody else, however, did. Eventually, after some back and forth, they came to a door that they had troubles opening, and Aziri, who had been Crocodile Dundeeing some big, what was that thing called again? Axebeak, decided to have a little challenge with Clive and climb the tower, climb the statue and in through the mouth. Kept setting off Glyph of Wardings, which was hilarious on the other side. Brute forced open the door, and then Amber stole a alchemy jug. In character, don't quite know what it is. Out of character, alchemy jug. You's all sprinted back outside to find Solida lying there, dart in the neck, cartoon bump in the head, and what could only be described as a small platoon of goblins, undead, and axebeaks. What happened next? What happened next was the most chaotic 5 rounds of combat, with numerous people making death saving throws, velociraptors making attacks on creatures, whilst zombies that had a lore to hit couldn't. Amber casting enemies abound on a creature that she thought was really, really dumb, and then that creature attacking everything that, was a friendly because of how the rolls went, or missing when it attacked everything else because, God, I love our funny little math rock game that we play. And then a little bit of healing, and now we're here with all of that happening and all of that going down for 1,600 experience. God, I love our math rock games. And now we are here. Literally seconds later. Oh, my ribs.
So Clive is unconscious, correct?
Unconscious but stable.
So while he's unconscious, before he can do anything really bad, I'm going to start piling up 2 sets of bodies. So axebeaks and dinosaur in one area, and goblins in another. So that we can dispose of the goblin bodies before he wakes up and starts butchering them.
That's so smart, I love that.
That is the smartest idea anyone's ever had.
So while I do that, I'll search through the goblins' bodies just to see if they have anything on them, but it's primarily just so that he doesn't butcher them. So when he wakes up, he can only butcher the dinosaurs and bird bodies.
Please tell me they have a few Electrum on them.
I'll find it in a little moment. Is anybody else doing anything else in that time?
What's my health look like? Oh, I'm at 5 HP. Oh, good.
I'm fine.
I think I'm probably catching my breath if anything.
You? Cool.
I think Amber would help us, Ziri, sorting the bodies.
If you're doing that, I'll let you search for the bodies while I actually go and do
Sorry, sort the bodies.
Yeah, well, I'll let you search through them while I go and lift, carry, drag type thing, so you're not having to
Sounds good.
do
Yeah.
everything.
Yep.
And you can just do the searching.
Mhm.
So, in times of the goblin loot, overall, you find about 70 gold pieces.
I can finally pay Brutus.
About that. And for some strange and wonderful reason, and a little coin purse, because I just rolled this shit randomly, you do also find 13 electrum pieces and 19 silver.
How much I had
They don't have any cool, interesting weapons or anything like that. They just seem quite standard.
That's where things get real fun, Tom, because I first need to open up other books on other websites. So you will have to give me a moment. Why
Wait
I
to hear I can't wait to hear a funny drum solo.
What? What? Ruby, I'm
Wait,
dumb and don't understand.
When you open a certain website.
Oh. No, I just meant D&D Beyond.
Yeah, it goes like boom, ba-doom, boom, boom, boom. I think, I don't know.
You'd have to do facial recognition over here now.
True.
I'm sorry, have you never heard of a VPN? I'll have you know.
You don't want to declare. You don't want to declare that where someone might be listening in might hear.
I'll have you know, I'm actually Belgian.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, hello, Meg. Fix your ear, you silly pupple.
Yeah, no, I forgot. I live in UTC +2, and you live in 1984.
Big Brother is always watching.
Oh. Yeah.
Hello, Meg. Could someone be so cool, so kind, just to roll a D2?
A D2?
70
D2.
gold.
70 gold, 13 electrum, 19 silver. Wow, 2 2s.
Choo-choo.
Laura, are you painting your nails or something? You painting your nails or something? Cool. You can smell it. Sweet. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, I got one more math roll. Just need to find the number you roll. I roll a D31.
Wow.
Did I fucking stutter? D31. 16.
That's smack dab in the middle.
Are these rolls actually in the book?
No. I'm just being very nice and working out treasure, and then this treasure is leading to other things, which just require me to then, rather than just pick a thing and go, here we go, leave it all up to chance, because fuck you, that's why. You find that one of them has a scrawled up piece of paper there, Tom, Aziri. And of course, in the middle. Oh, that's however, you can't quite understand what it says.
I will immediately hand it to Amber, and then as long as she gives me the everything's good, after she's got the money and the note, I'm going to start chucking the bodies into the river to dispose of.
Yep. As you just start throwing the bodies into the river. Hello, Meg. They all go in with a nice splash, and the water starts to slowly turn red as the numerous goblin bodies just float down the river. Chocolates on the table. Yeah. With that, I'll write down the other thing as well.
So Amber has the note.
Oh,
Can I read it?
you can.
Ooh, what language?
Magic.
Common sign language.
Magic.
What flavor?
Oh, fuck, just scrolling. I do think it requires an Arcana check, but I'll double check that later. Like I give a fuck right now. Divination.
That's cleric mostly, right? Yeah.
However, it's on the wizard spell list as you can read it. And I'm just checking those rules real quick because if you don't need to make a check, then all's good. But if you do need to check, I feel I haven't given you too much. Cool. Right. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't think it. Yeah, there's no check required. Which I thought I remember reading something about an Arcana check, but heyo. Yeah. You know that it is a scroll of Identify.
Okay.
You know, it would have been really funny if you found it out through Identify.
That one spell we don't have?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just this. That's why they resolve the rules.
I know identify. Do we have an item we need to identify? Or no, I should cop. How much does it take to cop? Do we even have a pearl? That's what I'm wondering.
Ruby's asking all of the questions at the same time.
No, we don't have a pearl, but how much does it take to copy a spell over?
Great question.
That scholar class feature was it?
Here we go. So, copying a spell, when you find it, you can copy it in your spell book. If it's up a level, you can prepare and you have time to copy it. For each level of the spell, the transcript takes 2 hours and costs 50 gold pieces. Afterwards, you can prepare it like any other spell.
Yeah. I have a secondary spell book we picked up somewhere along the way. Or is that another character?
That's the thing. There is a spell book that you have, and it has a spell here, which I think is Entangle.
Oh yeah, I was trying to make a spell scroll or something. No, but we somewhere along the fucking way we picked up a spell book. Because I remember having a second one. I think there was like, yeah, from the Thay Wizards.
Yeah, I told you it was in that one already.
Yeah, you did, but like I'm trying to think, like, because I want to combine those at some point maybe, or at least Because how bound am I to my spellbook?
I think a spell book can hold a maximum of 100 spells.
Yes, but like, can I have two spellbooks and use them, like swap them out,
You
hot
can
swap
have
them?
you can have two spell books. To my knowledge, you can have two spell books, but you can only prepare spells from one spell book at a time.
I am. So let me see.
So you're bound to the book you're using at the time. And oh, here's the spell scroll here. I swear to God. You only have to make a spell. You only have to make a check on a spell scroll if you're trying to cast from a spell scroll that's of a higher level than you can cast. So if I gave you a 9th level spell, then yeah, you gotta go ahead and make a check. But yeah, you can copy in the spell book for your own knowledge. I'm just gonna take this copy of a spell book and like delete all the shit on it. Good with you?
Yeah.
Cool. And then I'll call it Thane's spell book, and it had on it shit, shingle, magic missile, misty step, and
Oh, that's funny. If you have two wizards, you can copy each other's spells as long as you have a lot of money.
greater invisibility. And then this new spell scroll was the identify spell. There we go. So the Thane spellbook, if you now open it up, it has those spells linked. You could like make that into a table and like copy and paste those things in to see what you have and haven't copied in. But that's that for now.
Does it only have those three spells, or does it have anything else in it?
Those were the three. Those were the three spells in the spellbook that you don't have.
Well, what I was thinking is if I have two separate spellbooks and there's a certain amount of overlap, it might be easier to track of what I'm hot swapping. Because if I want to say, hey, I want to prep from the Thayan spellbook, you know, to make your life more difficult, as
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, figures. So that spellbook had the only other thing it had were cantrips, but you don't prepare those.
Yeah.
Bar than that, there wasn't too much else in it. Just all the spells that he was using, were memorized prior. But yeah, that's the Thanes, and that's that one there. So the bodies are float down the river. We're just letting Clive wake up naturally here then.
Yeah. I'd say so.
Then, if nobody's done nothing else, have I missed anybody?
Nope.
Okay. Then, after a short while, Clive wakes back up with 1 hit point. So that also eventually kind of wakes up and looks extremely groggy. Looks around at everything and just kind of like sits down on the big toe of this thing and just like rubs her head.
Can I start butchering the axe beaks?
Yeah. Go ahead, call that a survival. They did it as Clive. There was 5. Did it as Clive, yeah?
No,
Or
it
as Aziri?
as Aziri. Getting meat, but also looking to preserve some of the feathers.
Okay. what will do to be safe? Like I say, just because we're doing so many of them over this period of time, I just want to roll it again.
Sure.
Okay, 10. As you're butchering these fuckers, you're skilled in the art of butchery. And a bird is a bird for the most part. Just, this is a bigger bird than what you've normally dealt with. Turkey is just big chicken, but, butcher an ostrich and see how well you do. And that's kind of what this is. You're going where you think it is for the most part, and you are cutting up quite well. You are also like plucking out all those feathers and such. For the most part, giblets and that gone, I'd say there is a fair amount that comes through from there. I'd say probably looking at about 10-ish rations by the time you're done with all the tidying and cleaning, just to make sure you've got all the bits that do look edible. And there's still plenty of bone there as well, which you reckon could probably make a good stock, if you had a pot big enough. So that would be your main point here. Pot big enough for that carcass.
Do I get any feathers?
That's an insulting roll. I'm rolling that again. Yeah, I'd say. I'd say about maybe 40 odd feathers. Lots of birds. I imagine you're not looking for like those big plumage, like Indian war chief, like headdress type, but more the smaller utility of like arrows and such.
No, a mix. It'd be for decoration at the moment.
Yeah. Aye. Get a few big ones in there as well then.
Thank you.
While they're doing this, Scylla just woke up, right?
Yes.
Whirl sort of casts a glance over to her and kind of like a questioning expression of, nice sleep. So, pray tell, what exactly happened here while you were, resting?
Well, it looks like you killed everything is what happened whilst I was resting.
So, how did they get here in the first place?
Once yous were all in, and Clive and Aziri had climbed up, I sat here, looking around, as I did. Sat down to have some food, as I tend to take my breaks whilst yous are out doing your own thing. And I heard some rustling in a bush. So, I went to investigate a little. I kind of peeked on over and looked, and I fired an arrow into a bush, and as I did, I heard some rustling some more. And so I thought, maybe it's just a snake or something. And then, a few moments later, there was a snake. And so I used my charms to befriend the snake. And as I was befriending the snake, I felt a dart hit me. And as I looked to my side, there was this little masked yellow goblin man. And as I looked at him, and he looked at me, and I looked at him, and he looked at me. And then I could feel my body fighting off the poison as it hit up. And as I went to draw my bow, I saw that huge dinosaur walking up with all of those other dinosaurs, and I turned to strike at it. And then the little bastard fucking clubbed me. And I was not expecting him to get so brazen and club me.
Your storytelling is phenomenal. You would make a great bard.
Well, thank you, but I'm a ranger. What I do is, skillful.
Well, I'm glad that we're all alive, at the very least, at least by the skin of our teeth.
Why, who died?
No one, but we got close.
The two goblins
Amber
are terrible people.
Amber picked up a thing. I'm not quite sure what that thing is, but they wanted it pretty badly.
You seem to want a lot of things pretty badly, and you just seem to take them. I'm not passing judgment or criticism, I'm just pointing out the obvious.
Celtic will walk up and say, "Not all of us are thieves. Mostly just me."
I was wondering where this was going. Yes, you are a criminal. I am aware. Anyway. Where do we wish to be going after this? I assume there will be some time to relax. The good thing is we have this camp here for the night, I guess.
Zero will pipe up. Oh, from the top of the statue, Clive and I saw lots of smoke in that direction. Was your point roughly in the direction? Was it southwest? Was your point roughly in that direction?
I can toggle that off.
I'll say she points southwest, even if it's wrong.
I was just trying to get like the right map up for us so I could see. Oh, it's about southwest. Did she? Yeah. Looks over for a minute. That is to the way of Mbala and Camp.
Vengeance.
Probably, I don't know. I'm still seeing 3 of Icareth for some reason.
What?
What? But yes, you saw smoke, it's probably a human settlement. Most people here are not inclined to build big fires. There is a, how would you say, a problem with building big fires. It attracts a lot of unwanted attention, as you may have noticed.
What about wanted attention?
You can want all the attention that you wish for. However, I do not feel it important enough to want the attention of others here in this jungle. When was the last time anything good happened when you met someone new in this jungle?
Who are
Well,
like glances
Dragon
at
Bait
Delta.
and his friend.
Yes, conspiracy theorists. Everybody loves a good conspiracy theorist.
And this thing. And who will point at Celtic.
I said something good, Hurel.
Who shrugs.
But if we wish to move to Camp Vengeance, let's rest up for the night and shall move off in the morning.
Yes, we're all very, worse for wear, spare the wizard. I think that getting rest would be the most plausible and intelligent thing to do, which I know is difficult for all of us, but I think we can manage.
Who's that a dig at?
I don't know.
Okay.
Just pick one and think about it.
Why, I'm insulted.
Oh.
Are any of these tents even like remotely habitable? Or are they all sort of like practically destroyed?
No, some are quite habitable. The insides look like they've been ran through, but that's because they have. They very clearly, you know, the people that were in there first time very clearly left in a bit of a hurry. The second time it was very clearly raided. The third time it was, you know, just sifted through, and it's a mess, but, you know, yeah, give it 10 minutes and there's no place like home. You know?
Hey, we could use this to replace the tents that got destroyed, and maybe we get our NPC some tents as well. Now that is a solution.
God, if only I had the map.
Yeah, so I'll try and find the tent with the least amount of shit in it and put 5 in there to rest.
Yep.
And then I'll say I'll take first watch.
Alright.
Ichvirath will gather some of the materials, of the leftover materials from the destroyed tents.
Yep. Just
To make a campfire, for example, and like maybe a small perimeter around the camp.
Yeah. Cool. As you are doing that, don't make me. Suddenly I see, I'll sing. This is what I want to be. Don't know why that's in my head. You are setting up for the night, enjoying.
Boats actually there.
I'm pretty sure Clive sent them down the river last session.
Oh,
Why the fuck would you do that?
I don't fucking know.
Live moment.
I don't
Standard
remember
ASMR
that.
L.
I don't remember it, but it's possible. Sounds like something Gark would do.
Pretty sure that's what he done. So I just don't like anything that could show up. I don't like the idea of it, so let's try something completely different. You know, because I'm such a nice person. That.
A lightning storm. The lightning hits our tents.
Oh, son, you wish. Nice. Sweet. So, as you set up perimeter for the night and start to get comfortable, Aziri is on first watch.
Where's Kiana?
Where do you want her to be, baby?
Stop
I
on the
mean,
bottom.
I just suddenly noticed that she's not in my tent.
She's in your
Why
tent.
why do you always need her in your tent?
No, that's just her usual hangout spot, you know?
She's doing a bit more than hanging out.
Exactly.
We all know. But she's in your tent, you know. No reason she wouldn't be. That sounds so suspicious. Yeah. As our girl, Aziri, is sitting doing her own little thing, you're taking that watch, Aziri. You're watching as everything starts to set, the little flies pick up as the fire burns, and you know, you cook off some rations, you do your thing. It's going well for yourself.
I would
Yep.
like to use my pot and start cooking enough rations for everybody. So that's like, what, 8 rations? The 6 of us plus the other 2.
Yeah.
So at some point there'll be enough rations for everyone in theory. Hopefully.
And if you are one of these, let's see, TIOM. One of these days, we will figure out how Horel is managing to lug around 2 huge chests, but today's not that day. Yeah, sure, cooking these all up. Make a perception check.
Okay. Straight perception.
Straight out perception, yeah. Unless you get anything that modifies that.
Nope.
You are cooking away, you're hearing that all bubble and fry and all that. And you're just in the moment. At one point you feel that like something seems to pass by in your vision, but as you look round, there's nothing. You know, that way we just kind of feel like someone shouting your name, but they haven't. But you're still looking around like, you swear you fucking heard it. It's that. And with it, your watch is basically uneventful. But you can't shake the feeling that something is nearby. Don't know what.
Was it more a sense of being like something was looking at me, or did I catch a sense that something like moved in peripheral and I just couldn't ever really see it?
Bit of both, really. Something in the peripheral move that you didn't quite catch, perhaps.
Cool. I'll go and wake up Amber for the second watch because I think she was like the next least damaged from my memory. And when I do wake her up, I say it's food for everyone. Just keep an eye on it. Don't let it burn, or you'll be over bubble. And there's just something to my watch. It's like so something just like flickering about. So I don't. There might be animals or something. Just keep an eye out.
Copy, heard.
You wake up, Amber, and you're looking round, taking it all in tonight's camp.
Since one watch has passed, can we take a short rest already?
More than likely, yeah. But no need to worry.
Okay.
Amber, you awake? What are you doing in your watch? Out of curiosity.
I would. Well, not without Brutus here. I don't have somebody actually keeping the watch. So I think I would fight the urge to read a book, but keep a lookout and like try to take care of the food. I'm not a cook, but I'll try my best.
Yeah. Make a perception check as you're doing that, then.
I'm not getting caught off guard again. There we go.
As you're cooking this away and watching, you can't shake the feeling of what Aziri said. There's something, gotta be. You then seem to hear just the small tumbling of rocks. Like rocks have fallen, rather small rocks down a hill. But you hear them. As you do, you snap to for a moment. You can like see just a fleeting shadow just seems to almost vanish.
Can I ritually cast Detect Magic?
Yeah. No magic.
Okay.
Barring
Well,
the
it was
obvious
still
magics that you're
for-
aware of.
Yeah, it will stay up for like 10 minutes to have like slightly better vision in case anything magical moves.
Yep. Nothing magical seems to move around. You don't see any new magics, hear any new magics, smell any new magics. You are aware that the aura did seem to pass off towards the area that you saw the shadow fleeting from.
Mm-hmm. I think I would just hold my post if I see anything else that warrant further investigation.
I know what I'm looking for, so don't worry.
Hot singles in your area?
That's me.
That's me, girl. How did you know?
It's because I got that fat ass.
Real.
I am... Okay. There we go. Sweet, 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 sweet. Just give me a d6. This is for my own benefit, not yours. Don't worry.
I love when things don't benefit me. My favorite part of being a minority.
So you... You watch that period of time and, you know, eventually you hear that, like, bubbling over, and like, you gotta, like, fix at it once more, and at one point you do hear, like, this thump, like, something that seems to be, like, hitting something. It's almost like thump, something that seems to have been flying before immediately hitting solid and coming to a dead stop. And then hear a like a high-pitched little scree for just the briefest of moments.
Little scree?
Yeah.
Like somebody got... what I'm thinking right now is it a sleep dart of some sort? That's what happened to Scylla, no?
That's what she's
Something-
happened to her, yeah. It doesn't seem to be... If you're hit with a sleep dart, you wouldn't be making this type of noise. This is more closed captions, death noise.
Oh. Like somebody... Is that like an animal or a person dying?
Definitely sounds animal.
Okay. So like something is hunting in the woods.
Yeah, but gotta be somewhere close, because you heard that thump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out like what could it be.
What do you mean, what could it be?
Like
Monkey.
what could be the thing hunting, you know?
You've seen all manner of humanoids here.
Yeah. I'm not gonna risk my life and go in there again. Not again.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna hold my post, keep looking around.
You are enjoying your time watching around, and again, there are certain points where, like, you seem to see like shadows that dart off in the distance. Every so often as well, you hear like another like screeching scree. And at one point, you even hear what sounds like the surface of the water being broken. As you watch as, at one point, floating down the river, it's this slightly larger animal than you would be expecting, like a baby gator or such. It seems to be floating down with just an arrow stuck in it, very clearly very clearly now has a use-by date.
What kind of arrow does it seem to be?
Who here uses arrows?
Can I reach the animal?
Just give me a dexterity check.
Well, it's more like is it floating in the middle of the river, or is it like touching the bank kind of thing?
I'd say you can quickly reach it, yeah, without too much effort. It's quite easy. Whatever has done it, you clearly get to before. As for arrows, you've seen the arrows that have been used by other party members here.
Mm-hmm.
I'd assume, but Scylla's got arrows, I guess. These arrows seem to resemble Scylla's more than they do most other people's arrows. Like the wood is very clearly like an untreated wood. And then the arrows are as straight as they could be, but very clearly they've been etched out with like a knife. They're not mass produced, they're purpose built.
Does it look like they're basically Chilton design?
I suppose the best word I could use is they kind of look prehistoric in comparison to modern day arrows.
Yeah, so I'm assuming Chilton design. Does it look like they're the same size as Scylla's? I'm gonna be very annoying. Like does it look like it's Scylla's arrows, or are they different? Because I'm suspecting it might be different poundage of a bow, which have like smaller or thinner arrows.
They are different to Scylla's, and Scylla, as you know, is currently sleeping in her tent.
Well, yeah, maybe she went on like a nightly hunting trip and just decided to hunt all of us.
I know what you did last summer. Yeah, no. Nothing as such. She's very soundly asleep right now. But they are similar arrows to like hers, design-wise and such. The arrowheads are more tied on than they are affixed and glued. And they seem to be more like flint-napped.
Yeah, so it's more primitive. What are they like? What size are they basically? Is it like medium creature size arrows, or it's smaller, like a lighter bow kind of thing?
Standard length arrows.
Okay.
Big enough for a longbow.
Yeah. Trying to think. I kind of suck at that thing.
You hear another one kind of just seems like just hit a nearby tree area. The sounds of a bird tweeting just instantly silences.
I would like to cast invisibility on myself and try to look for the hunter.
Yep.
Carefully try to see if I can find where the arrows are coming from.
Yeah. Give me an investigation check.
Ooh, I'm good at those. Investigation.
Go, wizard, go.
Damn,
Go,
yeah,
Inspector. Yeah, like I said, it's the only thing I'm good at.
Do you see? You're looking round, and off in distances and such, you're looking. These arrows are coming down and hitting. As you've gone invisible, there have been a few close calls, but you get the feeling that whatever was doing this wasn't trying to hit you at first, and now you're just getting really unlucky as they are almost hitting you. But as you start fucking BBC Sherlocking this shit together, trajectories and all that jazz, looking at it, looking at the moon, looking at the shadows, looking at the creature, how it died, you notice, follow it through. There seems to be a shadow is on top of the giant mouth of the creature, like the giant statue that you're on. That man on alligator type deal at the very top here. There seems to be someone firing down arrows at creatures, or something firing down arrows at small creatures. Very much prey-like creatures that are being hit here. If you look around, you can see there's like 1 or 2 dead almirage, a few little lizards, frogs, gators, or crocodiles. I don't know. Pick a swamp puppy and deal with it.
Thanks.
None of the arrows seem to be getting close to the tents that your friends are in. They all seem to be focusing on as far away from them as possible, but accidentally getting close to you now that you are invisible.
I would like to climb up.
It's going to be a...
Like, how is there like a easy route up kind of thing, or is it just
No.
kill a fucking statue?
It's climbing the sides or flying. Pick one.
I'd like to fly.
What? You can do that?
I can pick one. I can't fly, but you know, I can pick one. Wait. No, shit, that requires me to sit still for an hour to swap Misty Step. Well, actually, did I just finish the short rest and can I then swap one spell?
What spell?
I want Misty Step.
You first need to spend time putting that in your book.
I have it in my Thayan book. I would just scrap up my spells and learn Thayan Misty Step. You can study your spellbook and replace one of your level 1 spells you can prepare for your spellcast feature with another.
So I'm gonna run that thing where this spell book at the time. That's a separate spell book. Oh shit! There goes my pencil.
Yeah. It takes a long rest to swap spellbooks, basically. What you're saying.
Yeah, because you kind of want to have all your spells in one in that regard. There. Also, this is considerably higher than 30 foot.
Well, I was gonna spam it. I have like 3 slots.
That won't get you as far as you think.
I'll be fine. Saves me a climb. Let's see.
You know, there's also an entrance on the inside, right?
Right. Remember how that went last time?
Remember how the roof caved in?
Ah, yeah. Never mind. Wait, how did the roof cave in, but not the statue?
Physics.
Listen, Fox, I don't make the rules, alright? Fuck you. I read it and it says it says the room caves in, and I'm like, the room caves in. I don't know. Maybe they had like some trap doors, and it was like filled with bricks, and like when the jar was moved, it undone a button, and then that button came up, and then like the things opened, and like all the bricks started raining down. Like, I don't
Hey man,
know.
this is basically Indiana Jones. We got fucking Inspector Gadget over here doing all the work.
Real.
Stop ruining my fucking immersion, Fox. Stop asking logical questions. God.
Stop being difficult for once, you know?
Stop bringing logic to my fantasy math rock game. Else I'll start crying. But you don't like it when I cry.
What if you just start throwing the math
I don't know.
rocks?
I haven't experienced it.
See,
Okay, why
yeah,
did the
if I do some math here. You can climb up on the outside if you like. It is
if I just-
possible on the sides.
What if I just shout, hey, what you shooting at?
Can if you wish.
I would like to do that.
Yeah. as the disembodied voice of you, Amber, screams out. You watch as like this thing seems to turn, and like you watch as it seems to come over the edge just like a tiny bit. And looks round and about, and it seems to turn round and watch as like the hand goes up and it starts kind of moving in the light. So then you watch as the shadow retreats.
What's your name? Fuck you, Ezekiel.
What's your name? Ezekiel. Fuck you, Ezekiel.
Exactly.
Is that Doctor Who?
No, it's another show. I don't even know if it's a show or if it's just a skit.
Is it?
I don't. It's not. It's. I don't know if it's a skit. It was just a video that was going around a while back.
A while back, several years, like 10 years ago, if not longer.
Yeah.
Why are we all tense?
We're long resting, Gark. Because someone can't keep all of their hit points above 0. Gark.
That's what happens when you take the brunt of things.
But yeah, it's used. You shout that out there, and it seems to move, come out of sight. What do you do there, Amber?
Into my fire, because clearly they're not an aggressor, and clearly they're not interested in conversation.
Yep. So you start tending back to the fire. Eventually, the time for you to finish ends. Where do you wake up next?
Horel.
Yay! I'm the sacrifice. Yay, King Julian!
King Julian! I'm the sacrifice!
That's exactly what I was going for. Or as you are awoke from your slumber.
Goody, goody.
To be the sacrifice.
I'll tell you about the creature on top of the statue shooting arrows. Give you a quick TLDR of what happened.
Wonderful. I mean, I'll keep an eye out, but I'm not gonna go up there and like find out, you know? I'm just a little guy.
So anyway, about
so I'm
that
just
time,
gonna-
arrows descend upon Hurrell, killing Hurrell outright. But yeah,
but yeah, I'll just sit here and keep an eye out.
as you do, go ahead and make that perception check for me, little there, buddy. What are you doing during this long rest? This watch, rather, I suppose, is the phrase I'm looking at.
Aside from like looking out, I might be like tuning the violin, making sure that it's not fucked up, rosining the bow, if you will. I don't know, make that a euphemism if you want.
Are you gonna pull it across the strings and it'll make an evil hiss?
But yeah, just taking care of the equipment, making sure. I mean, dude, carrying a string instrument out here is gotta be hell. He has to like. This dainty piece of shit probably has to file his nails too, because you can't play like string instruments with long nails. So.
I'll bite them off.
Ew.
So, for everybody else, as this is happening, I'm just going to go ahead really quickly and just... No, that's too much. Gonna quickly grab something as you are doing this. You know, I don't know what razzing up really entails, because, you know, it's a phrase I've only ever heard once in a song, But for everybody else, and this here is a song that's probably going to resonate with you right now as well. Tunes a fucking violin.
Hey, it doesn't have to be loud.
It's a violin, it can't be quiet.
It can be if you do it gently.
If you keep tuning that thing, I'm about to get violent.
A rosin is basically just like a little block, and it has like, I don't know what it is, but it's basically just keeps. I don't actually own a violin.
It's like
but...
it's. I suppose the best way to think about it, it's essentially like lube for the strings because the strings.
Yeah, it's like a blocked powder, and you just like rub it on the bow.
Yeah, to stop like to absorb moisture and such. But yeah, as you're doing all this and you put an eye on everything, if you sit there and you're doing this, you can see like there are little arrows around in places. And it's like, you know, you're waxing these up and making sure they're fine. Like every now and then you look up and there's just like missing arrows. Missing dead creatures that were there moments ago. You're sure of it. And as you're just doing this, you know, la-di-da-di-da, as everybody else snores away, what you don't notice is throughout all of this, all of the dead animals that are around the camp and all of the arrows that were fired just very slowly, bit by bit, go missing. As they like get closer and closer to you. And every now and then like, you're just gonna look up to see what's going on. So you can see like the sun is just cresting ever so little. There's that nice warm glow in the sky. And that's really, really beautiful. Anyway, back to it. So you take care of the rations and yeah. Your watch goes by completely uneventfully. However, if this were a film, it would be one of those really funny moments. But as you awake, as everybody else, as you go to sleep rather, Celida takes her watch. For everybody else, Icareth.
Aye.
You are... Hold on.
Not dead, I hope?
No, they just updated the module, so I genuinely do hope that this just prompts you to make the rest as Celtic.
I only got it for Ichireth.
I'll do it for Celtic.
Wait, hold on. Aha, now I have both of them. Yeah. Okay. It's in the chat.
Yep.
In the chat I can find it. But as Celtic I cannot select food or drink.
No, you need to click the axis has access, and then there's a little dots what you need to fill. I assume because there's a river nearby, we have access to water.
Yeah. Has access to external. Yeah. This is the settings have changed due to an update because I have updated to 5.1.1. I'm going to stay a version behind.
So I don't have any rations on my sheet anymore.
Technically speaking, you would have one by Aziri.
Yeah, it's enough for everyone to have one for today.
Yeah, I'll just click eat and until say because it's an external.
Yeah, and if you get a level of exhaustion, we can just remove that shit.
The drink until sated option is not available.
For Celtic?
No,
Yeah.
you need to have a water skin and then add the water skin. It's weird.
Yeah, but for Celtic, it doesn't allow me to. I don't know if he has even any. Yeah, no, he doesn't have any rations or water in his inventory.
Yeah, it's really weird. I mean, either way, he, either way, he knew that he was going into a campaign like this, and he has chosen not to do that. So, I imagine he's been living off the good graces and fortunes of everybody else.
Clive has food for him. He's probably the only one that would eat it.
But yeah, as you all take that
Okay.
wonderful rest. And I did say that the sun was technically coming up.
It just did a constitution saving throw, and since he passed, apparently drinking a little too little was fine.
Only DC 10.
Yeah. So he's not exhausted.
But yeah. As yous all awake, must ask, who pays the ferryman? Oh, no, Sailor has already paid up for a week.
The who was playing Clive while I was snoozing?
Tom.
Did he do something with the bodies of the velociraptors?
Burnt them. Absolutely burnt them to a crisp. Didn't see any use in them. Oh wait, the little velociraptors, don't know.
Yeah, no, they weren't touched. The goblin
Are they-
bodies are gone. And the axe beaks are
Are the-
gone.
Are the velociraptor bodies still here?
The little velociraptors? I'd assume so.
They weren't
I
stolen
do
by the
need to take them all.
overnight interloper.
Oh, great. Let's check that. Gark, even or odd?
If it's bad, even if it's good, odd. Wait, that didn't answer you. Sorry, odd.
Yeah, they're still there.
How heavy is a velociraptor body?
I don't know. Let me just go out to my backyard, pick one up, and I'll let you know.
Alright, can I just take them by the tail?
Yeah?
String the tails together
like-
and kind of like whip it over my shoulder.
I would imagine they're a bit heavier than chickens or something.
Sign to the others.
It's what they would have wanted.
Yeah, Lathander's light will show them rebirth. I just need to find the proper moment. Something along those lines. Thinking difficult.
We all know Clive's that one kid that like just wasn't invited to many birthday parties.
Yeah, well, not even me. I was that one kid as well.
You should have said you were playing a self-insert.
You,
have bullied you
learn
more.
You learn to love yourself better that way. It builds character.
Right.
That's what they all say.
And with strength.
Well, I certainly do have a character.
You have something
I agree.
alright, buddy.
I think you have lots of
Um,
character.
Clive would sign to Hurl, asking, "Were you very hungry? Why'd you eat all the goblin bodies?" And then he remembers and looks at Itchy and signs, "Could you please translate?"
Ifrath will come and translate.
What? No, Oh. Honestly, I suppose they were dead. I didn't sense any movement or hostility. I hadn't realized they were gone.
What'd you do? Right. Baffled. But
Amber
much
had
better come to that.
mentioned something about some sort of person, something hunting around here. I kept an eye out. Nothing ever showed up that I noticed. Nothing ever jumped out and tried to kill us, so maybe they took it. Maybe they were hungry. I don't know.
Reminds me of a certain someone. Can I let Clive make a perception check? Just general area to see if there's like someone very clearly standing in a tree line watching us, or if there's maybe a very clear path of destruction or
Yeah.
something along those lines.
Yeah, that's a perfectly fine and safe possibility that you can do. Yeah. No.
That's what I expected. Alright.
Yeah, but fine. You're
And
only paranoia as yourself.
I do have a question. because this might just be me being whoozy. Last session, did Clive see a camp in flames?
He saw fire. Not necessarily a camp in flames, but saw fire abroad. Saw fire off to the southeast.
Oh God,
Is it-
Clive's seeing the burning bush.
Was it fire like Firefinger or just smoke?
Just smoke.
He would definitely assign that. If he remembers the general position. Well, you won't assign this to Itchy, never mind. Where's... Should I assign it to Amber? He'll assign to Amber about the fire and point in its general direction as to where it might have been. And add to that, if it's the camp, we might need to get there ASAP.
What
Points to the
camp are
boat.
you talking about?
The Camp Righteous.
Isn't this Camp Righteous? This is Camp Righteous.
This is Camp Righteous.
Oh. Oh. I thought we. Oh.
You're playing the role of a guy who just woke up excellently. So you got that going for you.
Everyone's Camp Vengeance.
Camp Vengeance. That's the one.
Well, we can't venture to be burning all of a sudden.
Goblins.
Right, just because the goblins, you should blame them.
Or- Well, yeah. Or,
Wow.
and he points towards that one temple that was destroyed by. Who were they again? I'll write it down somewhere. The Torm people. Maybe. Question mark.
Honestly, before we go anywhere, I kind of want to figure out what we risk our lives getting. What the hell is that? And he gestures towards wherever Amber is keeping her alchemy jug. I mean, they almost killed us for that.
Did I figure out what it was yet? Or do I have
Yeah.
to use the spell for that?
Alchemy jug.
Free mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Gark, all you ever have to do is ask and I'll give you free mayonnaise. I have plenty in the fridge. I'm white.
Yeah, you look like it.
It's a magical jug. It produces a certain amount of liquid today. One of my favorite ones is mayonnaise. 2 gallons of it, if I remember correctly.
If you
Colored
want to
science,
produce
does it
liquid, just
produce-
ask me nicely.
Does it produce
What kind of liquid are you offering to produce?
water?
Just looks you up and down, and just rolls his eyes.
I mean, I'm not saying no. I'm just.
You just
browsing
need
the
to get
menu, what
laid
can I
so
say?
fucking bad.
Yep. Do I have the alchemy jug on my sheet at this point?
I haven't added it, but you can use the compendium to just drag it and drop it.
If I can remember how to spell alchemy jug. No, why is it considered a consumable? So I can make acid, basic poison, beer, honey, mayonnaise, 2 gallons of mayonnaise, oil, vinegar, water, fresh and salt, and wine. Wait,
Okay,
How much
what-
water can you
that's
make?
good.
8 gallons. How much? 4 pints. How much is 8 gallons in pints? 8 gallons in pints.
How much is it
64
in
pints.
liters?
It's 64 pints, so it is enough for 64 people a day for water.
Yeah, I think it's a great stew. We don't need to worry about catching rain anymore.
Let's
We're
see,
looking
which
for
one-
sources.
Sloshing sounds can be heard from a jug. Can action to name one liquid from the table below cause the jug to produce. Afterwards you can action put
Um,
2 gallons a minute.
The beer might actually also be useful because beer has lots of calories, which can partially replace food.
I can produce 4 gallons of beer.
I love waking up the hangover in the middle of a jungle. Right? We all love the idea of waking up the hangover in the middle of a jungle, right?
Ruby, does it say what type of beer? Because you can make very soft beer.
Let's
I can also
say
make
IPA.
honey.
Like American piss water, for example.
Yeah, but at that point, just make water and
That's
like,
still
I
4%.
don't know. Like make water
Honestly-
and piss in it, and you have the same effect.
The honey might be good as well for like luring creatures, perchance.
Acid.
Honey is actually also very useful for lots of nutrients.
Well, if you need
And
nutrients, I can make mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise is not super nutritious.
I'm gonna beat your ass
But
for
I
that
can
joke.
make
You kept mentioning mayonnaise.
Can
This
kind of
happens to be
inspect
the
boats.
one alchemy jug in the entirety of Faerun that doesn't produce mayonnaise and instead just produces vinegar.
Oh, that's
Not
better because
mustard.
I
Can I make mustard?
No. Oh, I
Because
was
if
Hummus, does it make hummus?
pour mustard in,
Hummus.
if you pour enough mustard in the kettle and then boil it, you get mustard gas.
Does it make marmalade?
No,
Ideally,
it's not a
if it makes
small
hummus,
bear
we
with a
can just
red
live
hat.
off this alchemy jug.
Tabasco.
Can I pick which flavor of wine I can get?
I don't know. I don't
Either
even know how the
Why
alchemy
would it
jug
be
technically
acid?
works.
You name a liquid and that appears like you name a liquid and that appears in the jug. Then you can pour it out at 2 gallons per minute. And once you've used up the max amount, you can't use it again until the next dawn.
Sure.
We have a
You go Chateau Neuf
So I
de Pont.
So I can
Reserve.
So I can
We have a-
say I want the acid and pour out 8 ounces of acid, and then I can't use it until the next dawn.
I'd like a
We have a-
Shiraz.
We have a jug that can produce us fresh water, and we're using it to make mayonnaise and vinegar and wine.
Can we just talk about the fact that it also lets you produce salt water?
Yes.
Yeah.
The fuck?
What if we catch a nice little fish and we want to keep it?
If you can't,
What
if you
type
can't
of
swim
fish
very
are
well,
you
help
going to catch
float.
and where?
In the ocean. Saltfish.
Okay, but we're not going to catch one here because this water here, for example, is
The
here is
river.
the river, which is
Well, we can
sweet
go
water,
from
not
the,
salt
from
water.
the river. We can go from the river to the sea.
Israel will
Okay,
be free. I
Moses.
mean, what?
I never said that. Okay, you're putting anti-Semitic words in my mouth.
You just look like an anti-Semite. What was it? Got that look
no.
about
Oh,
you.
mayonnaise. I'm so
What-
hungry now.
What if I just say Amber is canonically a Zionist?
Oh, Amber was canonically bullied. But anyway, we have this,
Yeah.
and we're heading where, out of curiosity? And who's taking
Could
point on
Could
that?
I ask a couple of questions?
Of course,
Sure.
Tom. You can ask a couple of sensible questions.
So, looking out at the river, are there any large floating log-like things that are just sort of hanging around, not being moved by the current?
You mean like? Yeah. Do you mean like crocodiles, or do you mean like big bits
Sure.
of tree?
Sure, crocodiles.
There seems to be no large crocodiles or alligators or such that you can see in the water.
Question number 2: does the river look like it might go in the direction of the smoke, or not getting lost purposes?
That is a great question. It seems, from your location, it does seem to go to the west, and it does seem to go southwest a little, and then kind of flick up towards the north again. By that point there, it's a little bit hazy to see as you're already looking at a few miles.
And then lastly, is the current going? Is it obviously see which way the current of the river is going?
It doesn't seem to be going any which way. It seems to be quite still
Okay.
today, I think. Give me a D47 and we'll find out.
Well, you guys figured that out. Amber is gonna turn to Horam, and he's gonna say, you know, If the day goes well, we don't need to use the jug. You want to join me for some wine tonight? I'll make sure it's red.
A nice hearty red sounds very wonderful around this time. I'm quite tired.
It's a date then.
Tom, even a
I
rod.
would fucking hate to be with either of you stuck in a jungle.
Odd.
There's a very, very slight wind. One of those like really refreshing winds, but nothing major. It does seem to be blowing towards the east and northernly. So the opposite direction of the river, but it's not very strong. You're not fighting against it. You don't even need to squint your eyes as you look into it.
Can Clive do two things?
Yeah.
First one is pull up the abstract concept of a map and point that seemingly the river kind of leads to the place where the Fey Wizards were inspecting, or at least the general area. And he'd like to inspect the rowboats to see if they are operable.
Clive, if I'm not mistaken, we had this discussion, and if I'm not mistaken, didn't Clive not list those boats last session?
I don't think so. I don't recall doing anything with the boats.
I know you questioned about them, because we did question ourselves. Was that the case? We weren't too sure. It's one
I
of
haven't
those.
got anything written in my notes,
Mm,
so I can't help.
yeah, I think the only way I can check this is. Give me a moment to get to that map on here. And then all I need to do is see about Clive going that way. Because you did touch the boats ever so. Let's see, oh, let me just quick check. Oh. I think you just said about these boats are intact, right? You asked if they were intact. I said yes. You said that's good. And cool. So yeah, you didn't. There we go. Such a good thing I record these. You didn't loose the boats. You just inquired about their condition, and their condition was good. Their condition was fine, and they
Alright.
were
Well,
water usable.
Oh my god! He'll sign that to Aziri, saying, you know, we could use these.
Oh, yeah.
And it looks towards the others who are currently talking about wine, and Clive wonders, what is wine? Before starting to put all of their stuff into the boats without asking the others.
Yeah, I'll start helping you.
So you
Wow.
look at this. Give me an investigation check, just out of curiosity, Clive.
Sure thing, Homo.
Wow, you can't just call me that.
I have
Why do you
fucked more
prefer
booty
faggot?
holes than you have ever
Can't say
seen
that.
in investigation.
Yous are all going to
Yeah.
fit in these boats, no issue at all.
It's fine.
gonna
Clive will
wild.
swim. Actually, no. Can't the Celtic, the lizards, can swim, right?
The
Well, it
boats
sounds like racial
move
profiling.
considerably faster than he can swim.
It's fine. He's like a crocodile. Whatever.
Yeah, it's fine. He's used to running really fast away from authorities.
Yeah.
It just can't be itchy. We
Rowboat.
all know white guys can't swim.
No, they can't jump.
That too.
They can no. White guys can swim because they can afford to take lessons.
unlike tieflings.
Exactly.
But yeah,
Um,
you are doing that and discussing the wines. What would you like to be doing, other than discussing the
Prepping the
wines?
boats.
Yeah, so
It's
you're
gonna be.
I would imagine that, like, sorry, what?
you prep
Hello?
boats and get in. You get in the boat yourself there, and you sit down. It's sturdy. It is very sturdy boat. Sit down. There's enough legroom. The oars are perfectly fine. They do seem to have been moored here just a little bit, as you can tell. They do have a bit of build up at the bottom. Pardon me. It does require a bit of a little push, but it is quite deep. That little build up. Reckon they've probably been there about maybe 2 weeks or so.
Just lying here.
Well, Gark, it's almost like this place was ransacked by the undead, who have no use for
Yeah,
bolts. Last I checked.
I've seen 2 skeletons sharing, or whatever.
Pirates of the Caribbean doesn't count.
If undead would want to cross a river, would they just walk underwater or swim across? Or
We're not having this discussion.
Wouldn't you be dying to know, huh?
Not necessarily.
I would imagine they would just
What?
sink and then they would get really bloated and just float along the top, like that one zombie from The Walking Dead that gets trapped in the well.
Oh well.
but they probably
To
wouldn't be able
Clive's
to
knowledge,
steer.
to Clive's knowledge, if people are, or we are all going to camp, the other one, Vengeance. So he's just going to start prepping to kind of go in that general direction.
Let me help you investigate.
It's a little too late, mate.
Hey, Clyde. Why are you putting our stuff in the boats?
You know why? we're moving.
And you're planning to use the 2 boats for that.
Honestly, God, what do you think?
How many people fit in a boat?
All of us. Trust me.
Amber starts
it will-
counting and like looking at the seats.
Remember the
That's
question I had been
four.
asked at home? It was how long's a piece of string?
Fucking hate it when that
Well-
question's asked.
So you'll sign that, Celtic can swim, she can fly. Cylinder is magic woman. Then he remembers what happened to the other woman. What did she do to her?
She's there, don't worry.
Oh, is she here or is she?
She's always there, but rather than just having another token pulled out for the sake of it, having someone useful. If and when she becomes useful again, she will be pulled out in that time. She's there in spirit.
Okie fucking dokie.
But yeah. You start packing, you sit in the boat. Amber's usually Clive in the boat. Take a little look. There's Clive. There's Clive. There's Clive's feet. There's Clive's stuff. There's a seat. There's a blank bit. There's half a blank bit.
Clyde,
That's
darling.
enough, mate.
We
Unless
have
you're a fat fuck, we can fit easy.
Amber is gonna start counting on the feet. We have like 10 people with us.
We do.
They barely fit 2 people in the same boat.
There's 7 here.
8.
Kiana
And we
counts as
have-
one.
We have your mom. What's the?
You were about to
we
say
have-
your mum. I fucking heard that.
We have Itchy's girlfriend. Whatever her name is. We have Soda. Do we have any other NPCs with us?
Not right now.
Not right now.
We have
Yeah,
8 of us.
in 8 months we might.
We barely fit 2 people in a boat.
Who's pregnant?
Who do you
Fox.
think? Honest to God. Oh wait, my cat is. Yeah.
Oh, it's your character?
Mazel tov.
No, Amber is pregnant with Horrell's baby. Sorry, I missed the session.
If anyone's
Hey.
getting pregnant, I think it's gonna be Hoover. Look at that twink.
Both of you to assume Amber is. What if Amber is pregnant from Brutus?
I think maybe Scyllida also has something going on with Celtic.
Honestly,
Yes, the reptiles. That'll be one fucked up
Yes.
kid.
Did you know snakes have 2 dicks?
You know she's a female snake, right?
Celtic isn't.
Celtic's also not a
Such as
snake.
lizard.
Close
It's a
enough.
lizard.
Lizard.
They're all the same.
Wow.
Yeah, all lizards are the same. Oh, I love
People make fun of
fantasy
me for being
racism.
racist.
What makes you think that we're all going to fit into those? There's like room for maybe.
Four.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. I
Look.
don't think that that's plausible.
If anyone here is keen on boats, it'd be me. Obviously.
Well, then you can go sail, and maybe Ziri will follow you, but we can't. So if you would like to go traverse on and then die, that is entirely up to you.
There's already my argument because there's no sails in the boat.
Oh my god, I'm going to fucking kill this guy.
How
I know.
like steady does the river look? Like, does it look like it would be a rocky ride if we were to like sail, quote
rivers-
unquote, in these things?
The river's extremely calm right now. Like, nothing
Okay.
really. There's an awful lot of manual labour involved today if you are on a boat.
I have a crazy idea. What if we use the 2 boats as like towing and then put a big fuck, I forgot the English word for it. Like
That's
a
word.
like a plantoon, whatever. Like a float.
Oh yeah, like a raft.
Yeah, raft, thank you. What if we make them pull a raft? And that's where everybody else goes on.
Well,
we
do we?
one boat
have
on
a
this
raft?
side, send one boat over with like 2 people, and then you just put the stick
This
and
is
you
like
connect the
a-
sticks, and then you can very easily go there with just by pulling on the rope.
This is like the
Well,
sheep
we aren't-
carriage in a wolf story. Like we can't
Are we-
leave you
are-
alone
wait,
'cause we kill
Are
each
we are we crossing the river or are we like floating it down?
Look on
Both.
the peninsula map. What do you think?
I haven't looked at the both of you to assume I know how to read a map.
But
mean,
you're not the
it's-
We're
guide for
going
like a minute.
here. They're going here. So
At some point, we need to cross it, so we might as well do it while we have the
Boats.
opportunity to do so. Yeah.
Oh, we also need to go upstream.
Why do you
Dark.
have to go upstream?
Gark, I'm gonna
Wait,
say, honey.
Because the river comes
Right
out
here?
in the ocean on the other side.
You see right here, honey, how you managed to pass a river without a boat?
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
But it's
exactly.
more fun with a boat.
But it happens.
It's still his argument that we now have the chance. Let's take it,
Well,
regardless of.
I
what
was
we might have done
assuming
in
we
the
were
past.
going upriver to go to Camp Vengeance, using the river to travel with it.
how would
Yeah,
that be
but
upriver? We're
right
going
away.
down.
Because we're going upstream, we're going towards the mountains, because the other side of the river comes out in the ocean. So it streams toward, it's upstream. Camp Vengeance is upstream from Camp Righteous.
Yeah, buddy.
Believe you.
Thank you.
So you
Always
would
believe the
prefer to do
wizard.
the entire journey over the river then?
That's what I was thinking y'all were trying to do. Unless you were just doing something differently I didn't know about.
I just
I mean,
don't think we're
it's-
gonna fit all on those boats.
Are the
Sure.
boats on the image accurate?
Yes, they are very small boats.
Oh, okay. Because most rowboats have space for like 20 people, but I guess if
What kind of massive fucking rowboats do you use?
Rogo's dragon boating.
Real.
those are just normal rowboats. But if these are smaller, then it would be difficult, especially for a long journey over the river. It's probably better to just cross. And
They would be
walk.
useful for crossing over the river, but like you go like like the animals went in 2x2 hurrah type deal here. But going down the river, you would need substantially bigger boats.
We're gonna need a bigger boat. Yeehaw.
We could try to make a long ship, because those can be easily carried.
Yeah, that's gonna take like 3 months. Let's just cross the river and take a walk.
Hey guys, we could just build a longship. We could just build a longship like Vikings. That thing that notoriously took a village of people months to do. We could do that in 24 hours. We're better than the Vikings.
To be fair, we do have magic.
The Vikings
what
had the
kind of-
gods.
Where's the fucking walk on water spell?
Water walk. Second level wizard, cleric, druid.
Last an
I
hour.
think. Yeah.
I think it's
Okay,
that.
Jesus.
I need to double check if I had the right spell list because that wasn't
But yeah.
in my head.
I mean, you can use them to cross over, but going down is a substantially different thing.
Yeah, let's just swim across the river though. It's
Oh,
calm.
shit.
It's safe.
Artificer, cleric, druid, ranger, sorcerer, occultist, spellblade. Third level.
The fuck is an occultist?
An Africanus.
Yeah.
Oh,
What you
New
could do
UA
is
class.
keep our equipment dry by putting it in the boats, and then swimming alongside the boats.
Look
I
at
think
the
you
col-
need to stay clear of bringing up ideas.
How about we stop thinking about it and we swim because this is Dungeons and Dragons and no one is thinking about getting their equipment wet.
Hey,
how about we
DM,
just
can we
cross the river
cross
and
the river,
walk?
please?
Oh god,
That's
it's
what I've
pulling
been
up the
saying.
calculator. We're so fucked.
Well, you know what happens when we're going to go for a swim, right?
Also,
Then we
do you
all get wet.
remember the crocodiles?
All right,
Aziri
Aziri
check
will-
for crocodiles.
Clive will just sign Aziri. Should we just cross the river and then wait for these folks, and then we can just walk? They seem
Sure.
to be having a philosophical debate.
I jump in one of the boats. Is it a sit down and row boat, or is it like a kneel and canoe boat, or can you do both?
Yeah, there's a lot of barriers to sit down. You can do that. That's no problem.
Okay, I'll sit down.
Oh, now they're all quiet.
Yeah.
That's awful timing.
See, it depends on whether or not if there is either if it's Crocs or Gators. Crocs will beat the shit out of you. Gators, pretty decent. You can like leave them be and they'll chill.
What
Or
about
Wow, that was the most Floridian shit I ever said in my life.
what about caimans?
Caimans, I don't know. Aren't caimans like
Even more docile?
technically crocodiles? No.
Oh,
No, I
they're
believe
fake.
they're like even more
Fake
docile
crocodiles.
puppies. Yeah.
I will start rowing across the river.
Do we make a shared check for rowing, or is it just we row and that happens?
Hold on, I'm mathing. It's important.
Since Ifrit's pact weapon is a trident, could I
Fuck off,
use the
Poseidon.
Riptide enchantment to...
Getting over on the boats, no issue. The water is calm. It's serene. It's a pleasant little row. Don't know why I'm doing that with my hands. Been in a canoe once in my life. Let's use go on over. Hold on. 9, 14, 26, 888. Yeah, I've made a mistake somewhere in this math. Fuck knows where. But somewhere.
Alrighty.
No, because you paid Cyllida last session, and that was just... Oh, wait, no, don't worry. Funny math. Just because of how it was, then there was that travel. Yeah, don't worry. You paid her what you could. You'll probably pay her again soon, don't worry. But as you are traveling over, it's nice, it's beautiful, it's fine. All is well in the world as you are headed towards the next camping area. I need to ask, who's taking point?
Who's taking point as in which rowboat? Or what do you mean?
As in, who's guiding?
So, okay, we crossed.
Yeah, there's no need for any checks or such. The water's perfectly fine. It's very easy to go over, like I said. Like, Viziri checked earlier for crocodiles and shit in the water. There was nothing there either. It was ideal conditions to go across with no issue.
That easy. Clive will opt to, take that mantle of expert guide, but he looks at Itchy and goes like, or do you want to keep going, do your magic and get us lost again?
You can go ahead.
Alright.
It's the blind leading the stupid.
Alright.
No, it's
That was uncalled for.
it's the music leading stupid.
Can
He will
Celtic
ask.
provide help with survival?
I don't know. But Suki, Clive will ask Itchy, like, well, if you want to, I can show you the ropes. And you can, give the help action, maybe.
Pull out the Sabari kid.
Celtic would offer helping, but Ishrat is he doesn't know enough about survival to be able to do so. The only thing about survival he knows is hunting seagulls.
Hey, hi, so this is probably a good time to go ahead and put a pause on it, take a break, do whatever we need to do. We're going to go through some quick adverts real quick, and then we'll get right back to the game at hand. First and foremost, we are still available on Patreon and Coffee. Links are above, name is above here. There is now a ton of maps for different AD&D modules, some Dragonland stuff in there as well, and some stuff that I've actually used in games as well. So go ahead, take a little look. You can support me on there if you wish. You can just subscribe here. Dealer's choice, either way. It's got stuff on it now. Now we are still partnered with the guys over at AdverntureOn. Yes, we are with them. Community of now over 1,000 members who are here playing D&D. Be that Play by Post, Foundry, Roll20, Owlbear. It's there, ready to play. Plenty of DMs, even more players. Open welcome community. Links below and also on screen. Enjoy. When there's a go live time, this is when games will go live here on YouTube and you'll be able to see them. So that is, firstly in the Europeans, 8 PM CEST, 7 PM GMT. In the States, that's 2 PM EST, 1 PM CST, and 11 AM PST. On Mondays we head up to the frigid north of the Sword Coast once more to Icewind Dale to face the rime of the Frostmaiden. On Tuesdays we trade the frost with the tropics as we head down to Chult for Tomb of Annihilation to stop the death curse. On Thursdays we keep things eldritch with Vecna, Eve of Ruin, the 1-20 game where I even bring in new dungeon masters to run it with me as a player. Things are getting weird now. Keeping us firmly in the northern part of the Sword Coast, every second Saturday DM King takes me and a bunch of mates through the lost mine of Phandelver where we try to find the obelisks and what lies below. I managed to stay in all of my clothes the whole time, so without further ado, let's get back to the game.
In that case...
Just survival pickums, don't worry.
Here we go.
You start making this is a 5-day journey. So, as you start making your first half of this, You start guiding the people, and you are moving through this nice, big, dense jungle. I am doing this thing that we call setup. Yeah. Speaking of things that go yeah in the night, could I ask who's doing what to aid this along?
Like watching
No, like a skill check.
the guide.
No, who's contributing to a skill check there? You've given the roll for survival to start your movement, and they're doing a skill check whilst I'm also setting up.
What kind of
Zuri
skills?
will push up front with whoever's leading, and just start clearing the way with her axes again to make it easier for the whole party to sort of travel through. So there's more like no branches in the way, no big to trip over and stuff like that. You just sort of hack a way through.
Yeah, like that, Gark. Thing we've done all the thing we've done for a few sessions now. Give me just an appropriate check that you feel there, Tom, would work for that.
Is it heavy jungle or is it more sparse?
At this point here, it is more. It is more. That's a dense jungle for certain. It's definitely more living and lush, shall we say?
No, because if it's dense and heavy, you'll be athletics to try and like cut through relatively healthy trees and branches and stuff. And there's quite a lot of it.
Damn.
Tom just out here destroying shit. So you are smashing it through the jungle for everybody else. Taking up that lead as Clive is guiding everybody around. Who is up next, out of curiosity?
Sorry.
I think Amber would try to investigate the surrounding areas wherever we go to see if there's like animal tracks or like like goblin tracks, and like look around for anything that might be out of the ordinary.
Yeah. On you go.
Investigation?
Yeah, if you feel investigation is what you wish to be doing, then pop off. God damn! We are just.
I'm good at.
We're just out here smashing DCs, which is insane to think.
I'll be smashing the tiefling twink later.
Gay. As you are walking through, however, you're looking for all these tracks of different animals. As Clive is doing all these weird hand signals and shit, and you're like, yeah. Over there's a dinosaur, and over there was a velociraptor, but we don't tell Clive because he's in the habit of picking up random animals, right?
Clive isn't being told shit.
It's about this time, however, Amber, as you're walking, you hear a particular voice.
Jesus.
Have you found it yet? You're the only person that hears this voice. In the back of your mind. You know a sending spell when you receive one.
Do I recognize the voice?
It sounds like Syndra.
Oh, the person that gave us the quest, right?
The person that sent you here just over a month ago.
Sending can reply with 25 words or less, right?
25 words. Yep.
I'll get back to you on that real quick. I need to start writing things.
Yeah. And as gonna point that out, and going quiet in a few one of those times. Who's next with what?
Ich will be writing Or yeah, writing and making a new song on his lyre.
Okay.
About how the journey is going so far.
You want to rock a performance check on that then?
Sure.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Fucking Christ.
It's a really good song.
There's like, I'll just say, I am just rolling DCs here. I'm rolling 2d8s and adding 5. Alright? DCs 16, 17, and 16 have been smashed by 26, 29, and 20 fucking 7.
We've rolled 19, 19, and 20 on the die. Why can't we do this in combat?
Right?
Exactly.
Next time the DC is going to be like 10 and someone is going to roll like a 4.
So
Don't
Clive,
say
is
that.
going
Don't
to be
say
you?
that.
Yeah, as you are walking along, clinking the tunes out, that little, little ditty, if you will, is every day you get a bit better and it sounds a bit nicer and it's going a bit better and it's doing well and, Kiana's definitely liking it. Other people are somewhat liking it, I would say, So, some are for it, some are against it, some people just don't quite like music, some people may feel it's, breaking any element of surprise that you are coming against. Well, if we run into
Celtic would
someone.
certainly be annoyed.
Yeah, Celtic could definitely be the annoyed one. As you know.
Does Huel have professional jealousy?
Hurl?
Yeah. How good this song is from this guy.
I don't know if
No-name
Ro gets jealous of colleagues. Essentially, he might join in, but I'm really scared to make this check and then fail.
I
Oh,
heard.
you're raising Itchy up to a colleague. Oh, that's.
I heard there, and I don't know if it was just me. Was I don't know if I would get jealous of a colleague asexually. That's what I heard.
What?
Yeah, that's what I heard, and I'm like, no, you didn't say that. That's what I heard. I mean, you can feel free to make a wisdom check to see how jealous you truly are, if you wish.
I don't care that much. I was going to make an additional performance check to see. Here's the thing. The way Horo reacts to this will be dependent on his own performance. Because if he's also doing something and then he fucks up, then that's going to be his own issue. So I'll say that he's probably doing something similar, not exactly the same, but something to that nature. And I'm going to roll this performance. If it fucks up, I'm going to cry. No way.
I like how our pure warlock,
but our bard
has better than our bard here. That is.
Oh yeah, he has a +4/+3, and you have a +3/+3.
A +7
because
versus
most of
+6.
my all my double proficiencies are in like acrobatics and stealth. Huarel is like a stealth build.
But yeah, as this is going on, Ahura, what are you actually doing now?
What am I actually doing? Yeah, I was
how are you helping this?
thinking about since we had the guy who was walking around and stealing off these animals, Huarel might be doing something similar to akin to what was happening last time, kind of scouting around looking for hints of other civilizations or other hints of other camps, kind of weaving around into the shadows and things like that, of that nature. Hints of other people.
So Amber's already bust off a perception check, so not a perception check, an investigation check. So how are you gonna do that?
I mean, I was thinking about rolling stealth, kind of like keeping an eye out as well.
Stealth? Yeah.
Keeping her camp or whatever safe.
Yeah, as you're trying to perform the acts of a ninja.
Oh my god!
God, that tracks. As you do.
+8. This is awful.
All walking round.
Does it end up that Zul just ends up whistling Itchy's song the whole time, breaking herself?
That's pretty much it, yeah, as you're walking around and, you know, as you're all been really quiet, you watch as like Corel gets a little bit down and as you're walking off, you're hearing like that. Completely negating the need for stealth. As that, however, happens,
I'm fried.
these are all walking along, doing your own little thing, as Corel is split off from the rest of the group due to this. And I just need to... This is where that preparation comes in, you know? And God, I love how everything's been so slow on my end today for some reason. Hurrah! As you are walking around, whistling that little ditty that you can hear off in the distance, you are about just a little ways away from the rest of the party. Because of this, that doesn't matter. That shouldn't matter. There we go. You're just a little bit away from the party. But as you're minding your own business, doing your own thing, do you feel this odd sensation? This weird, almost I want to say rumble.
My God,
Yes,
it's
you do.
rumbling.
Do you then immediately like go to stop to turn, and as you do, you just hear this followed by this distinct clunk. There's something metal that seems to hit you in the back of the head, and as it does, Burrell, got to do some great movement here. Let's see. Burrell, could you make for me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Burrell, you are not prone.
God damn
Burrell,
it.
you also take 17 points of damage.
Oh my god, not one of these things. God damn it.
As
I'm
one of
assuming
these
you hear
things,
this.
you just hear it just a little late. As one of these things hits our poor Hurrell and is now on top of our poor Hurrell. And
Thank you.
with it, if you would all be so kind to roll initiative, unless your name is Hurrell, then you are surprised. Please roll that with disadvantage. Why is
Because there's no
everything
active
so slow?
encounter.
There's an active encounter now. The phrase, oh god, not one of these things, sends me. Gark, disadvantage on initiative?
You said we were surprised.
Burrell surprised.
Oh, well, it's an 8, regardless.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's add, yeah. Left number is an 8.
I did the same thing.
Left number, go. I'll get some of this going here like this, like that, and push this, we'll do that. Let's see our numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Laat me
6.
even met rust.
Nee.
Fuck.
Hurrell with disadvantage, the one time you roll really good.
I hate this stupid game.
The Bulette rolls like shit. Speaking of shit, let's
Does Celtic use alert at all?
it's Vox playing it. Vox knows what he's
I know
doing, I
that.
think, so I don't know.
Yes. Wait, what is the speed of Celtic? 30. Huh. I guess he will. Oh, it's paused.
Because the alert,
know
if
what
you're
alert
using
does?
alert, then it requires me to change a thing, so. 'Cause the alert feat, what Gark's talking
I don't-
about is swapping initiative order.
Don't know about it. It's Vox. It's something that you can play about around with.
Vox
Just
is
not make it harder on Vox.
Vox is smart but dumb.
I don't think that Celtic would have traded in that instance. He will walk up here.
Yep. I'm
And-
refreshing my end, so give me a sec. Slaggy as well. Yeah, so you move on over through the shrub towards the downed Hurrell with this giant bulette just on top.
Yeah, I knew horror was a bottom.
And you throw a javelin.
Fork in kitchen.
Hey, Amber is at top, okay?
In other news, Martians.
Yay, he goes.
But yeah, it's me then move. Yeah, it's Hurrell's turn.
Hey guys, it's me. Wow. Can I get up, or is this thing just like blocking me from getting up?
You can get up. Yeah, you're not inherently locked to it. It just says here you're prone, so you're not restrained or anything.
Okay, cool. I'll get up and then I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna get the fuck out. How about that? Gonna make my way through here.
Walk in fast.
I don't know what's doing that one. I'll need to get that resolved. But yes, you missed your step all the way over there.
Yeah, I don't know why it makes a template. Can you not lick the ranch from my leftover salad? Who let you in here?
Why do you have leftover salad?
I
Hot
just
fruit.
ate it.
Bear a girl is a hobby.
I don't have automated animations on, that's why I'll need to resolve that as soon as possible. I'll turn that on next. After this combat.
And then I'm gonna throw out. Whirl, I hate you.
Do you wish to do anything else with your turn as you just off in the distance, and as you do, you just watch as like numerous trees just shake a little as it flies by.
In my defense, I was stunned. No, I'm not going to do anything else. I'm gonna chill out.
Amber,
Don't you wish to kill this thing, or disengage and leave?
Close signs. I don't think we can disengage and leave from this thing.
Well,
It's on a
I can-
discussion.
it's not about what's possible, it's what our goal is here.
Okay.
Fucking answer the question, you slag.
Clive
What?
answered what he. Clive said what he's going to say. It's up to you to do what you
Or
want to do.
do you want to fight or disengage? Or like run away?
I'm trying not to metagame here and remember how exactly tough this would be to fight. I'm trying to think about. I mean, okay, here's the thing. From Whirl's point of view, Whirl just got knocked down. He has no idea what's going on. It's really going to be more dependent on what everyone else thinks they're going to be capable of.
Ah, fuck it, we can kill this thing. I'm gonna walk forward a little. I don't remember how cones work.
how what works?
Cone, I need 20 foot. Need to be closer.
It's in there. No, it's in. It's in. It was in. That was a 20-foot cone. Cone
Yeah,
would
but
go
I've-
from in front.
I have a 15-foot cone. So I would have to get to here now.
Yeah. And gotta go directly in front of you with that little cone. Yep.
Yeah, okay, that works. I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Dragon Breath.
Mhm.
Place your measurement template. I'm gonna upcast it to 3rd level. This guy doesn't have anybody else to fight except for us, so I can't really antagonize him or anything. And then I'm gonna breath weapon. I'm gonna use my magic action to actually breathe. So then I'll be breathing fire.
Fire. You.
I love how you're rolling publicly.
Yeah, because see if I roll privately, right? If I roll privately, every roll that I make, be that a self roll, a private roll, a blind GM roll, it always re-rolls the d20. So when I roll an attack, it rolls the attack with the card, and then it rolls the d20 with the exact same number.
Oh,
So I need to roll privately until this is resolved. So, you know,
Okay, cool.
yeah,
I spit on the thing.
it takes the damage as you
Some.
burns up. Doing it now, it's your turn.
I walk away again.
Okay.
That's the end of my turn.
Icarus.
That's a simple one, or should be at least. 1, 2.
I
Both
hate you.
hit.
I hate you so much.
He's just better at Warlock because he's Warlock.
Yeah, I'm a warlock. It is
Yeah,
better.
better bard
Um,
apparently.
And then Quinn gets one of. Sorry, not Quinn. Uhura gets one of these.
Yay.
I'll throw it on you, sir. +9 to yourself. There you go. Bulette's turn. Oh, guys, it's a great question as to what the Bulette will do, because it
Gee,
can.
I wonder what it is going to do.
If it starts digging,
I
I'm
should
gonna
have
get
moved,
mad.
shouldn't I?
You should have, because this thing can expend 10 foot of its movement to just do a jump 30 foot.
And it will like jump on top of all of us over here.
So the thing is that 10 foot on 30 foot to what I see here. From the creature, 30 foot can get it directly in here.
Oh, good doggy.
The units of measurement that I am running on it from this corner, the 30 would be like here, even though it says that's 45. 5, 10, 15, 20.
It would be 35, I think, because otherwise it's on top of.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's on top of someone.
Can it move and jump? Can it move and jump?
Similar to your boots, it actually has a bonus action where it can expend 10 foot to jump 30 foot. So similar to your boots, expends
See,
movement
and
to
then
a jump.
Yeah.
However, the math in that doesn't work out, so instead,
Doesn't its main thing also make it jump? Or is that only when it falls?
that's only when it uses its deadly leap action, where it expends 5 foot
Yeah.
of movement.
That's what I mean. I just didn't want to say the name of it.
Yeah. But you know something? It is a good shout.
Just here to help you, mate.
Yep. Could you guys pick dexterity saving throws, please?
Everybody, or
Just the two people that it's on top of. So Aziri and Clive. And she just watches it, takes flight, and then just.
Well, I've advantaged you to
Danger sense.
danger sense.
Yeah.
get that one meme with the guy looking up in the scared face.
Suki,
Damn.
hey! Kanker op.
So,
Fuck.
Aziri, if you want to move yourself just behind Hurrell, please. Sweet. So, the damage die goes as follows. It is 25 points of damage on Clive and half as much on Aziri.
Cool.
As it comes on down and Clive is prone. And then Aziri, as you are knocked back by this huge creature just standing there, menacingly on top of your friend.
I start raging,
Yep.
and I will then pull out my maul, and I would like to recklessly smack this thing which has just knocked over two of my friends.
Yeah. 24 for 12 will hit.
And can make a con save 15. Oh, so it's not prone, but can you push it back 5 feet, please?
Yeah. It comes off of Clive. And it
And I'll follow up.
takes 12.
follow up with a second swing.
Swing and a miss, sadly, as you take that first one and you whack it back, and as you come in to follow up with it, it's still in that movement phase and you've miscalculated your swing. Did it else your turn?
Yep, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Clive! Great news! It's no longer on top of you.
That's alright. Clive whispers something under his breath, as much power as he can, and try to command this thing to grovel. Now, before I do this, I want to ask, because people interpret command differently. If it fails a save, does it end its turn prone, or does it get the turn, go prone, and then ends its turn? Like, is it similar to a halt?
I think it's
But then also prone.
here. You said grovel. The target has the prone condition, so it starts its turn, goes prone, and then ends its turn.
Okay, in that case, I'll do the thing.
Yeah. Wisdom saving throw. Yep. Anything else?
Oh yeah. Yeah, Clive will get up on his little feetsies and use a bonus action for durable to regain 4 hit points. That's my turn.
Celtic.
Oops, the wrong sheet. Here we go. Rapier with sneak attack.
17 for 20. Yep.
And he only has 1 attack, right? Yeah.
The rogue comes on in and stabs the bitch. You go off a screech before you give that sneak attack. Did anything else?
And to the next turn.
Amber.
Yes.
That's your.
Oh, yep, we
Amber-
pushed it at the same time. Sorry. Both blocks and I pushed it exactly at the same time. Don't worry, her L will miss. It's all her L's good for.
Yeah!
Much.
Yay! Okay, I will back up. Because I do want to get this thing out of here. Guys, no, I'll hit, I promise. I say as I miss.
Yeah, that just
Oh.
misses. Literally just
Are you
misses.
fucking kidding me? There's no way.
That one only just hits. So you fire
wanna
off
back
the
this thing
Eldritch
up.
Blast. Yeah, is that 10 foot?
I think so, yeah.
5.
Let's see. Yeah, 10 feet.
Here we go. Anything else?
What are my bonus actions again? I don't think I have many. No, I don't. Okay. Is this a bonus action or is it just like an action? Wait, hold on. I'm realizing I never actually checked. Yeah, it is bonus action. Yeah, okay. I'll curse that thing.
Yeah. Kill.
And that will be it.
Amber, now you're up. Apologies.
I'm gonna walk forward, get behind the little, and then hawk to a.
Bonus action Hokta or action Hokta?
No, action hawk to a. Sorry, that should be another plus 1d6 because it's upcast. There you go, 17 damage.
Yeah, 17 is you. Once more. Anything else?
I'm gonna walk back,
Yeah.
and that's the end of my turn.
Icarus.
Ifrit will move over here. And maybe do one of these.
No.
Maybe one of these.
So anyway, Hurrell, now that you
and-
can hit and Icarus can't.
Is Hura
Yay.
looking fully healthy, or
Hurrell's not bloody.
Yeah, more or less.
then he will do one of these on Claymore,
Hell yeah, brother.
and that's my turn.
Violet goes prone, essentially. Zuri.
I'm going to refresh. Could you do 2d6 dice, please, as Clive will get temporary hit points from being within 10 feet of me.
Clive,
Please.
take 5.
And then I am going to move up to next to the bullet and then hit it twice with my maul. And as it's
Roll and you get advantage.
prone, do I get advantage? Yeah,
Nat 20.
Hey.
nice.
How do you want to do this?
Woo! Just cave his head in.
Yep, just up and down like a watermelon, just as the creature
No.
straight dies. Had 7 hit points left. As it goes, you now stand here, and I gotta quickly do the number. Just the experience numbers as you now stand here. Bullet bits all over the place.
Did this thing come from the ground, from the trees, just behind a bush?
It seems
Does
to have
Zuri have seen
tunneled.
it? Oh, okay.
You can see like a big hole where it has definitely tunneled out of. Don't worry about the calculator, guys.
Zuri will just wander over and look down the big hole once the thing's dead and she's stopped breathing heavily.
Yeah. You look down, it does seem to be slowly collapsed in certain places, but this creature has been underground, you can tell. So you look round and quite a big hole. Yeah, quite a big hole.
Good healing, good healing.
What the fuck is
What
this?
the hell?
Wow, the fuck? How's that even possible? Did you throw the dice off the table?
Alright.
Hold on.
Looks at the others. We good to go? Signs?
What is this thing? Where did it come from?
Go,
Underground.
Coconut Joe. Woo!
Is that something wrong with Claymore's sheet, or
I'm checking his healing hands versus yours right now because it seems to be rather odd that it's doing that.
I'll try. Yeah, what the fuck?
And then I hit here, and then yeah, that's so weird, right? Because they're both the same. Like both of them are they've got the exact same settings, right? No, there's the settings pasted in chat. Under both sheets, they both say @prof D4. I don't know why his ain't working.
But mine is also not working.
Your healing hands isn't working as well?
Yeah, I just tried to put it in the. I didn't knock it off, by the way.
I thought you were
not
using healing light. Alright, let me see if I can fix this just whilst we're here.
Yeah, no, healing light is working. It's healing hands that's not.
Shit, and a shingle.
Okay.
But even if it's the wrong number of dice, it still says 1d4 and then rolls a 0.
It's because it's trying to do some math with the @prof. That's the issue. The @prof is the problem. What is your proficiency? 3, so your proficiency is going to be 3 for a while, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, 9.
I think so.
So you should be rolling 3d4 every time.
Yes.
Up to 34. Isn't it scaling? Or isn't it like...
Healing hands. Roll a number of d4 equal to, roll a number of d4 equal to, so here's what I'll do. I'll look at Clive's lay on hands, because it does something very specific.
Oh,
But yeah, what are you guys doing? Whilst I fix this, by all means.
Continuing on ahead.
Celtic will cut off one of the toes of this animal and start chewing on it like a
Of course she is.
candy or something.
We can deep fry him in some oil.
What to do is just see how many you're using right now. It's probably going to be an issue with the MIDI. So I'll just say 3d4 because you guys can only do this once, right?
Yes.
Once per day.
Yeah. It's not the scaling thing. Like.
So I don't think I've seen anybody use less than their proficiency. So I'll just say 3d4. But yeah, so you rip that off and you are.
Bonus will be +3. Will be 3 until level 8. So level 9 is when it becomes 4.
I imagine we'll be done by. I imagine it'll be fixed by level 8.
Mm-hmm.
So no worries.
Tofu slab.
Yeah, so you are standing here now.
No.
Just moving on. Yeah, just moving on, or everybody done it? And that's resolved. Celtic picks up a toe and starts eating it because, of course, he does.
Celtic will cut off a few more toes for on the road.
That tracks. Anyone else? Are we all good?
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, I think it's all.
Then, as you start to move on through, who's the final person that's not given us anything? It would be probably Celtic or Clive.
Okay.
For our final check,
Yeah.
we have Celtic or Clive.
Celtic has not done anything. He will, while chewing on the toe, he will
You're not there.
guard. What? He will guard the backside. So like sneak, like a little while behind the rest of the party, to make sure nothing sneaks up on us from behind.
What's he rolling for that one there?
I would guess stealth,
Corel already gave us stealth.
perception then.
Yeah, perception wise, we haven't had a perception. You start the sneaky looking, making sure nothing's going on. Gark, are you there, buddy?
Yeah.
Do you wanna, as you're walking through all this, do you wish to give us another survival check, or do you wish to pass that buck to someone else?
I'll take on the mantle. Can I use inspiration?
Yeah, you can.
Hey,
Thank God, because you
As he
failed the
gets-
first one.
he gets turned around. You know, he looks back to the bullet, and it's like, oh, maybe we should investigate it. And then moment of clarity. Oh, that's weird. That's dumb. Never mind. We should continue on ahead.
Yep. So we note this. Oh, just for my own notes, so I know that things are there. It's Celtic is kind of looking around and such. You all soon start to. Everybody, why is everybody kung fu fighting stuck in my head right now? The fuck, man. Has Hexplorer stopped working? It might have fucked. I gotta do this one at a time. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Christ. As we get to there. Amber. Amber, Ruby.
Yeah. I was
Remember how
ready
you
for-
got ascending a little while ago?
Oh yeah, I put the reply in chat with the numbers counted out.
Would you like to give me that reply? Please and thank you.
Not yet. Have been looking around, but likely lacking lead. Jungle is massive. Suspect is Borderlands Ruins phylactery for the soulmonger. Thoughts?
As you ask this question out, you get the reply. But wouldn't be a good place. It's too crowded for a temple.
God, I wish I could understand what you just said.
The port would be a poor place. It's too crowded for a temple.
That's not what I said. I was talking about a phylactery, not a temple.
So remember, for her to reply, she has had to use another sending.
I'm
So-
aware.
So you have a reply as well.
Yeah. But my brain is just turning off right now.
Other news: water wet. Fort count found in kitchen. Sky blue.
Water isn't wet.
What was that?
Sky's
Grant?
usually grey here.
Yeah, skies are grey in industrial Germany, Fox. Don't worry.
No. Nazi Germany.
No, those are the
As-
uniforms.
Hugo Boss done a great job, but don't tell him that. He'll deny it. Is use
There's a lot of things I could deny.
You know, Hugo Boss only manufactured the suits, right? They were designed by someone else.
I'm glad that you know that.
yeah, like
I was
Awesome.
there 3,000 years ago.
3,000.
You're the one that promised the land.
use soon arrive through the foliage. You see crude timber fortifications, a walled compound with watchtowers and tents inside it, encircled by a ditch bristling with sharpened stakes. A large gatehouse faces the river on the shores of which you see 4 boats tied up. Scattered around the fort are piles of charred human corpses and flayed animal carcasses swarming with flies.
Does it look like there's any movement from inside the camp?
There is actually a little bit of movement on the outside of the camp that you can see. There are people
Okay.
walking around. And you do see that there is still a plume of fire coming up from the center, if you will. I got a bit here to check, so by all means.
That's less than 25, right?
Is there a ditch, or is it just a wall?
I suppose the best thing I can do here right now is this.
I replied to the sending with copy. Still looking through the jungle to find more info for now. Don't hesitate to reach out again.
You get back on that. Time's ticking for me. Your payment gets lesser by the day.
That was not part of the deal.
What are you gonna do, Hunter?
Ifrit would never. Also, Ifrit doesn't know. He didn't hear what she just said. And I mean, Celtic might want to, but you know, he wasn't even hired to begin with.
But yeah. Hopefully,
About
you can see this map.
the people around the camp, is it? Are they undead? Are they people?
What flavor?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, look, Duke Ravengard is here.
Haha.
He can't be. He can't walk. He can't walk anymore.
Yeah.
This takes place before that.
Also, why does his neck look broke?
They are human.
Helmet.
You do see here that there are let's get these numbers here for you. You see some dwarf. So this guy here, is a dwarf. He's just like kind of older, grizzled looking dwarf. Around him, you can see that there are some Chultan hunters around. Those would be the tribal people. And you can also see a small guard, just a boring-ass standard guy looking over the boats. The dwarf seems to be just taking stock of it all. I'll say right now, yous cannot be seen. Yous are a bit further off in some trees, but you can make all this out.
Do we think if we jump them, we can we can beat them?
Yeah, Clive is not going to jump them. Does Clive recognise any potential symbols or emblems? Banners, maybe, of religious orders or knightly orders?
He can see a... Honestly, like this guy's dressed in like full ass splint armor. He's very much a... He's not wearing any particular adornments of any group or such that you can make out from where you are. But he is... He definitely looks out of place, we'll say that much. But he also seems to be getting on with these local Chultans. But as for any like insignias or such, you don't see anything from where you are.
Clive will sign towards the others that, you know, seems okay enough. He'll just go up there and have a chat. And then come to the conclusion that these people likely don't speak sign language.
I can
Let's go
translate.
try and do this. Like with a little translator. He'd move up to these two guards holding up his hands as to show that, you know, he's not holding a crossbow or anything.
Amber will follow his lead for now.
Yeah. So is Ziri.
No.
You just walk on in, you see the two Chultan warriors as you come up close to them, and as they look at you and look at each other, and they start having a conversation in the Chultan language.
Oh, can I cast comprehend languages?
Yep.
It does not state what components it uses because of how it's connected to the helmet. So I don't know.
Comprehend language doesn't have any components to my knowledge.
VSM.
Yeah.
No, VSM. It has verbal, somatic, and material.
I think because you're casting it through the helmet, however, doesn't necessarily matter.
Oh.
Okay, well,
You
he does that, so he can listen in a little bit.
watch them in this conversation, and he does. Immediately, like, you hear the language just seem to meld and change. I was gonna give them like these, so we know. She's number 2. Yeah, so kind of the first one to the left kind of looks and. Why has this man approached us? I have no idea. He's looking at us rather quite weird. Yes, but why has he and his friends are coming out of the bushes as well? They don't look like they're from the camp. They're clearly not from the camp.
Clive will sign. Hello. Don't mind the crocodile.
Now he's throwing up signs with his hands. I do not understand this. Why does everybody here love to talk with their hands? As I sit here and talk with my hands.
Icarus will come over and translate what Claymore is saying.
Icarus does not know what these people are saying.
No, but he knows what this guy is saying.
This guy was saying what exactly, Clive?
Well, seeing as my initial translator left or whatever, Clive would have said, "Hi there." Well, there's a myriad of things that he would say, but he'd say, first of all, greetings. First of all, we come in peace. We're not from the camp. We're originally from Port Nyanzaru, wandering through the jungle for our mission. No ill intentions towards y'all. It's a lot of things to translate at once.
Does Celtic know Chultan? Because it's not in his language list.
Celtic knows Chultan because he's a Chultan native, yes.
Okay. Well, Ifrit would first translate in common. And I'm assuming they don't understand.
Yeah. And now he's speaking the language of their type. He said Nyaranzuru. That is the place where they have colonized. Of course, have colonized. These people know nothing more than colonization. Yes, but why did they think we care?
This would turn into
then
social commentary.
Celtic will take over from Ifrit, or translate what Ifrit said, because he doesn't understand Claymore, of course.
That point there, you watch as they both take their spears and immediately hold them towards Celtic's neck. It's one of those things that eat us people. We have to take it down before it takes us down. It is the way. It is the way, sadly. As they start pushing him towards the big pit.
As soon as the spears go up, never mind, I don't have it prepared. Continue on.
This is a shot in the dark, but it's currently the only thing that Clive can really think of, and he'll tell or try and command Celtic to grovel, and in doing so, Clive will try and make it very obvious that he's like hand signs to Celtic as if he's his employer or master or something, that Celtic is under our control.
Two separate ways that went. Employer, master.
Yeah.
Celtic can choose to fail the save, right?
Under 2024 rules.
Celtic,
yes.
I don't think Celtic knows what Clive is doing, to be honest.
Did he not just watch him do it literally one combat ago?
Yeah, I don't know his intelligence. I don't know how good he is with spells and stuff.
I guess I'll roll for it. Wait, hold on.
You're playing the character. You can play the character in that regard.
Yeah, hold on. Let me decide like this. Yeah, he will roll for it. And he fails. That tracks.
Would you allow me to make another check, or do I have to make another check to make it seem like, you know, Clive did this, like, oh, the lizard is under our control, don't worry.
Give me a performance check. I was gonna give me an authority check.
I'm assuming flap?
Yeah, you've done this, you've shown that. As you do that, and he looks... It seems that he has this one under control. do these people keep enslaving us?
Hey,
How do they have
just
a lizard folk in their control?
they wanted to kill him. What the fuck?
They're like, filthy lizard folk. We need to kill it.
Filthy lizard, he's
Oh,
one
wait,
of
you're
us.
enslaved? Poor Gus.
Listen, right? I can make all the commentaries I want. But they look at you. They still don't seem to understand you in terms of your language. And your understanding of them is certainly one way. As Celtic is grovelling down and they're not too sure your intentions, is what you passively understand everybody here. They don't seem to know exactly what you want.
Shit. Well, Clive wants information because he has a few questions, but it's going to be a lot of translating back and forth.
Do the people by the boat look not Charlton?
Yeah, they. I was gonna say some, but no, they're not Charlton. I'll say that much. They're very much. I was gonna say Faerunian, but I don't know if that's technically the word, or like Sorcostian. You know, they kind of look a bit Waterdavian, a bit Baldurian, Neverwinterian. You know.
Yeah.
Ziri will raise a hand and point at them and say, "Do you think they'll be able to speak common with us, or with Itchy?"
Ifrith will tell Celtic to ask them about this, and Celtic, while still lying on the ground, will ask, does someone here speak common for my masters to understand?
He was going to have a hoot and a holler when he returns.
Turns out I'd done a lot of things before that session. Charging the charging case that the microphone was in was not one of them. That was fun. As they kind of looks down at you and... Yes, our employers speak their language. And they also speak our language because they took the time to learn a language. But Ord Firebeard will certainly be able to assist them if he is in the right mood.
Celtic will respond, my masters are tourists.
What?
They are all tourists in Chalt. As they take a little step back, and as they do, the tokens are doing that really annoying thing that I can't stop them from doing. As they gesture off towards the people by the boats and such.
Celtic will continue.
Hey, hi, real quick. I'm just gonna edit some of this out, and you're gonna hear some dips and stuff. A lot of it just man. And at the time, we were in the zone, and it's just it's obvious. No, that translates poorly. Is all I'm gonna say.
Ziri sort of scoffs, shakes her head and says, "Is this right?" And she points to Celtic and the rope. Because as far as she's concerned, you've just enslaved him. So that's what she signs to Clive.
I think also everyone around here saw Celtic doing this himself.
He sounds like, I'm not too comfortable with it. But for now...
Then don't do it.
Yeah, but to deceive these people, I'm a little scared they might kill him if he runs free.
Why are you wanting to deceive them? Is that a good approach to take, deceiving?
Well, otherwise they kill him, and then they might kill us for harbouring a lizard folk.
Might not. And she goes, "I can translate for you, if you want. I don't know what to say."
Oh. Well, first of all, these signs. I think we should let them know we're not from here, but originally from outside of Chult.
I think that's obvious.
True. Second of all, maybe ask, tell them this lizard folk is not eating people. He's friends with us. So, can we please have him be kind of like a human being in this situation?
I'd really like a deception check with disadvantage in that part there, because he has eaten what you have given him, and what you have given him canonically has potentially been human.
Yeah, but these people don't know that.
Well, as
He's
it sounds
feeling
like I'm not
silly.
going to start off a conversation with people about eating things. So why don't we just leave that? Hello, she says to 1, 2. It's the guy next to the guy by the boat here, up here. Sorry, this one.
Yep.
Turns and looks at this one and says, "Hello. We were told to come and talk to you by those people over there." She points back to the Choltons.
Guy kind of looks at you. Oh, it's not me I want, it's him, and points towards the dwarf. I'm just watching the waters in case anything happens.
I would
Right.
fuck the shit out of this guy.
Excuse me?
So she turns to the dwarf. Hello. We're just passing, and my friend here, he has a problem where he's had an injury to his throat, so he can't talk. So we have to sort of communicate for him. Is that okay if I communicate for what he says? I'm pointing to Clive here.
See,
There's a thumbs up.
dwarf looks up. He's got like thick beard, and it's like balding on the top. That like monk cut that comes down and braided. He's tried his hardest, but it's failing. He is a gold dwarf, whatever that really means in the end. However they differentiate themselves, I don't know. But he is a gold dwarf, which I assume you'd be able to understand. He kind of looks up at you, telling me that your pal didn't actually speak, but he's the one initiating all these conversations for you.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. But anyway, his name is Clive or Claymore. He's a member of the Order of the Kneeling.
He signs kneeling quiet.
The Kneeling Choir. From back in near Baldur's Gate, I think, or north of Amn. He's from an order dedicated to Lathander. And he was just sort of asking what's happened here and are things okay? We have a varied travelling party, and he gestures towards the rest.
As the dwarf looks at you, there's not like anybody else here that could actually go ahead and do this talking for you, eh? Because you seem quite reluctant to be the one up here talking when there could be somebody else talking. You seem happy to be doing other things. And whilst I don't mind talking to someone like yourself, there's definitely other people that may, that seem a little less reluctant, shall we say. Obviously, not the mute one looks Hurrell up and down. Or the glam rock star.
Sorry, I thought you were done. Clive will sign that he initiates conversation in this scenario because he's the one with the most military experience. Figured that might help out. And we'll reiterate to Aziri to talk about how Celtic is actually, good boy, and whether or not we can just kind of have him roam around the camp, or at least walk with us without spears on his throat.
He looks at you and he looks round. Why exactly are you here anyway? What's happened that you've ended up coming out here?
We got lost in the jungle.
That tracks. It's a second better question. Why are you in the jungle?
Looking for a few
I
things.
point over at Hugh. He's looking for his love, wife. I'm not. I can't remember. Our investigator. I point back towards Amber. She was paid to come here to find something, and we, and I point to me, Clive, and Itchy. We're here because we had a calling from Lathander that we were needed.
Okay. So, let me get this straight. Points at Hurel. Insane. Points at Amber. Understandable. Points at yourselves. On a pilgrimage. Okay.
Why am I insane?
I've come to the jungle to find my love. Go on. Tell me that doesn't sound
Many
insane
people
out
do
of
that
context.
nowadays.
What as he looks at you? We've well, we've been here doing our own little thing. So what exactly is it I can do for you? What is it you kind of want? Like I've got some things I could be doing, but I gotta go what you want. What is it you want me to do for you?
I look at Clive.
Sounds we have some questions, but also maybe a safe place to stay. Mostly questions.
He says, after getting lost numerous times, we were wondering if we could have like if there's some questions about where we are, what's around, that type of thing, and if possible, somewhere a bit safer to stay for like a brief period, if that's all right.
Clive will also sign about, maybe they don't know anything about the Wizards of Thay or anything about the undead. That can help us in our journey. In our quest.
How much has been out of character? How much has been spoken about the Wizards of Thay in front of Azuri? We just got quite a bit. Okay.
You were there with the
He
gun,
also-
so
Yeah, but it's evil wizard. Okay. Well, he also says that a couple of days ago we came across like an evil wizard with undead stuff, and she looked over at it, and so I don't know if you've heard or encountered any things like that. They had bald head and red robes.
Again, that same Thayans.
Yeah, that was. I forgot what the name of them. Yeah, Thay are Thayans.
That's well, it's rather. So everybody's out here looking for kind of like the same thing, apparently. I'm just here to help bolster troops. But if you're finding Thayans, as I've always said, there's no good Thayan like a dead Thayan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we killed it.
So if you find them, they usually have some good stuff on them as well. They don't pay them too well, but in terms of the arcane.
Sadly, we don't have enough money to really utilize their spellbook to the fullest potential. So if you wanted to possibly lend us some, could really help us out, We'll pay it back.
earn some money.
Yeah.
How much does it
Devil
cost?
Spawn just tried to steal money from you.
Excuse me, Devil's Spawn.
I thought it was begging, but mate, I'm not sure.
Is it a cleric?
Wizard.
Well, I don't.
That's a wizard. That explains so much. How did you get here for so long? How are you still alive?
Due to the great help from my party, I've been able to stay alive.
And have you been a great help to them?
I've been trying my best. I also used to have a bodyguard, but they got murdered overnight, sadly.
Yeah.
Recently, so.
It happens a lot here, sadly. A lot of people die in the night. Many things go bump. There isn't much we can do about that now. However,
Um,
no, I have no money to give you, as we here see no need for money in the jungle.
Jungle, the mighty jungle.
Ifrit will say, what do you mean people die? Have people been murdered here in this camp as well recently?
Everybody's dying in this camp. Can I not a single living soul in this camp that won't be dead within a few weeks' time, honestly? It's honestly shocking like that. They're dying
I
off at
meant
an alarming
murdered in
rate.
the night.
Why is my boy about to start fucking rap god?
Yeah. Clive was signed to Itchy. Could you ask if they know anything about Camp Righteous because of the dead paladins? Question mark. Dead, whatever.
So firstly, our friend over there, the lizard, he's still sitting there. Is he allowed to get up? Can we?
I'd rather him not be here at all. They are partially the reason why
Slowly go.
we have had to take on the natives. The natives know how to deal with those types. With their
Amber
sneak
slowly-
attacks and their watery attacks.
Amber's slowly gonna cover Shilda's ears.
Cillida did not follow yous in
That's all the way over here.
back in the tree line.
I guess Celtic will stand up and then just walk over back to Silidam and just stand there over there. Then Ifrit will ask, do you know anything about Camp Righteous?
I can't, I'm there myself.
Do you know what happened there?
Undead. Goblins and dinosaurs. It's fucking horrendous. Tell you, we were sitting there minding our own business, enjoying our cup of teas and all as we were just taking it all in. A beautiful night. When out of the blue, you just heard the noises, and next thing you know, there was fire and there was destruction, and we just had to run. That was a few weeks ago now, and we found ourselves here, and we've dug in quite good to avoid them coming in again. But that was risky business. Tell you that much, son.
Do you know anything about the goblins? Like a camp or the goals or something like that?
Where did those undead and the goblins come from?
Well, the undead, I don't know if you've noticed, but if you've been in the jungle long enough, there's a ton of undead all over the place. Honestly, to God, it is. Oh, dear protect me, I tell you what, but they're everywhere.
And
Everywhere.
do you know what is causing this?
Ah! Magic, I presume.
Hmm.
The undead
you
roam
might-
all over the place, sadly. There's not much I can do about it. We're trying. Then get me wrong, we're trying, but like, there's only so much we Templars can do.
Okay, well, you might feel better knowing that the same dinosaurs, undead, and goblins also attacked us when we passed by there. And, well, we were the survivors.
They attacked us when we camped there, and we are the survivors. Are you trying to build a bond with me here?
Yes.
Perhaps.
On another note,
Can I roll persuasion to bond with him?
on another note, I was doing an investigation. I'm looking for a creature, something called the Soulmonger. Do you know anything about that?
I have not, no, but we've been on the trail of some other crazy things. Have
What
you
have
ever
you
heard
been
of a
trailing?
rash knee?
Isn't that when you fall over and you get like a graze on your knee?
I was gonna say.
It's like the
Sounds like a
second
hurt.
time you've made that joke and it doesn't get old. Yeah, it looks. Oh, that's a graze knee. It's like a rash knee, but sore or more painful. But we are
Play
looking
that.
for a rash knee.
Do they know anything of the fire?
I need you to fill me on that one as well, buddy.
Me?
Yeah,
And
the fire.
the smoke, the plume, the
Oh,
thing in the distance.
Ichthrath will ask about it. When we were at Camp Righteous earlier, we could see a fire or at least a lot of smoke coming from this direction.
Aye.
Do you know what that was?
Points up to the sky. You see a pretty thick plume of smoke coming from the centre of the camp.
And what is that?
It's a fire.
It's a big fire.
What are you burning?
People.
Ah, okay.
What type of people and what for?
Dead people. Because they're dead.
Amber pulls out the manacles, starts looking very intensely at Clive.
I don't understand, but okay.
Like I said, this place is... There's people dying in here constantly. Again, the reason why they're dying? Because they've got a sickness. And we didn't want that sickness spreading. However, sadly, everybody in there has been infected by the sickness. Therefore, we're out there because we're not infected by the sickness.
They
Does
can't
Everyone
see us.
inside the camp is infected.
Aye.
Clive signs and says, as part of my God's blessing, I have the power to cure people of diseases. Maybe I could be of assistance if you allow us to stay for a day or two.
Ichthrath will say, my friend here, Claymore, is a mighty paladin who can cure diseases. And I also have some experience with that. So,
I have sunflowers.
and that. So maybe we can offer some help.
There is no
In
help that can
return
be found
for-
in there, sadly.
A stay?
There are 2 paladins and a cleric in there. And their god is of no help.
Okay, but ours might be.
Ours is better. Have you considered converting? Can I roll for
Would-
persuasion?
I would never go ahead and abandon my dear Tyr. However, the gods of Tyr, Helm, and Lathander are not saving these people. Their captain is slowly withering as he's trying, but there's been no cure found to date. We don't want to be going ahead and infect. We don't want to go ahead and infecting you poor people as well.
Your tongue also sounds infected.
I just trip up on my words sometimes. Little guy, little legs, walk really fast. Mouth goes equally as fast.
I see.
That's why you're single.
Also, the Order would forbid me from sending you in. While some of us may be associated with other places, such as some of the other camps out there, sadly, this place is only set up by our particular order as well. So,
Clive,
unless you're part of said order, I cannot let you in.
Would you
Clive will
perhaps...
hold up this.
Oh.
And look at the guy intently to see if he has any reaction to it.
Who's wearing the dread helmet?
You buried it with Brutus.
Yeah,
I would did.
that one.
I was couldn't
You,
remember.
you pull that out. Oh, good, I got one of those as well, and pulls his out.
Then he signs. So, can we enter? He has.
You know, he said tier, right? This is one of Torm.
You just said that I have one of those as well.
Yeah, holy symbol.
Oh, like that. Clive will sign. Maybe explain to him that, we are also half followers as Torm, which is Tyr's. Did I make a check for this?
He said
I've noticed.
Tyr, Torm, and Lathander.
Right, why would you pull out Torm and not the Thunder? Anyway.
That's all the
because
gods present in this camp. Gods present.
Well, it pulls out both Torm and Lathander then, and signs to what's his name, Itchy, like, hey, we probably have similar tenets and ideals, so would you please allow us entry following,
Ifrith
his...
will tell Claymore, well, it's probably not a good idea if there's a disease spreading inside. If even they are staying out, then we should probably also. Unless there's a
Are
way
you
for
not-
us to help.
Are you not loyal enough to Lathander to believe in your capabilities to
Wow,
remove
he's really pulling this
the
card.
disease? Hey, I'm
Do you
just
mean
saying, he's
you
not a
pulled
true
out the wrong
believer.
holy symbol? At least literally knows what holy symbol is what.
It's confusing every now
Back
and
where I
then.
came from, we would have been given punishment in church. To do
It's
that.
polydeity, or whatever it's called.
Fucking Schrodinger's religion over here.
I believe that
Polytheism.
Lathander will protect me, but it is not good to challenge him to do so.
If he loves you, it's not a challenge. Then it comes out of his free will. But he might just not love you in particular. What
Often wonder what goes on between your ears and behind your eyes.
Gark, the word you're looking for is polytheism.
Okay, buddy.
Fuck you mean?
Ifrith will turn back to Duke Ravengard over here and say, is there any way for us to help with something else? And is it possible for us to perhaps stay a few days or purchase equipment from you?
He kind of looks at you. You're welcome to stay here out there with the rest of us. We actually don't have any purchasing power here, sadly. You would be looking at the... Once I get the map... There was another one. Where is it? Give me a sec.
Mbala? Looks like a city.
Now there is another...
Oh, that's a ruin.
There is another place. I just need to find it. I think it's... What always else were there is there? Fuck. So you'll be looking at maybe trying one of the forts, unless you can find a cure. In that case, I would welcome you as one of our own, as part of the group, really. Unless you know of a cure. But barring in that, the only way you're going to get in is you've got one of these, and he kind of puts a little flash out as you see this pin just held up quite high, hidden behind a swamp, if you will.
Where have we seen this symbol before?
The
reckon-
camp filled with dead people.
Oh yeah.
No, that was a different symbol, but it was also a gauntlet.
No, it was the same symbol.
Well, we're not looking to convert, unless, other people. But we would be very willing to help with anything that we can help with.
Well, again, if you can find a cure, that would be fantastic, because we need to know what's going on with them. But frankly, no amount of poisons and blessings is coming away.
Clever sign to Amber. Amber, do you think maybe it's something magical that you can detect because you're so smart and wonderful and intelligent? And
I think it's only one of those three.
Amber just looks at you like squinted eyes, like, what the fuck do you remember that? Well, I can certainly have a look, but from the way they're describing it, doesn't seem like they have the capability themselves as well. But of course, I'm willing to offer my help.
Yeah, but if it's magical,
I'm not one to be able to combat other magics or even
Oh,
really.
I'm aware. I know you're pretty useless in most cases, but then at least we know what's going on, and then we can tell them. I mean, you're so smart and capable, and we all.
Emma just pinches the nose of her bridge. Like, again, I don't know I'll be able to provide much value. Dude, I'm not a doctor. I can't detect
Again,
anything, and
I heard you.
most clerics can detect magic themselves. So if it's something magical, they would know.
Maybe they can't. So just ask. You can decline if you want to.
I'm pretty sure that was a
Then I will do so.
rejection. Igvrath will ask Duke Ravengard about what the disease is like, what the symptoms are, if they have any leads about a cure.
Oh, but know where it came from.
Is it a bat?
Where did it
No,
come
it's
from?
actually a pangolin.
Something.
Our boys were down in the Aldani Basin, and they've come back with whatever it is, as they've been fighting the hordes of undead.
Which way is the basin?
Oh, it's just to the south. A
Is
couple
that
of miles.
along the river. Is that
Yeah.
along the river?
Yeah, if you just keep heading to the south, you'll find it. Cannot miss it. We'd initially thought that we could put our boats in there, and as we went down the river and we appeared in there, some of the boats capsized and some of the boys came back up already looking worse for wear.
Could you maybe mark the location on our map?
Kind of looks on the map. See if you follow the river just down about 20 miles. Kind of hard
very
to
close.
Kind of hard to miss the basin once you get to it. It's a big clearing of potential swampland and undead.
Okay. And you think if we look there, we might be able to find something? So, again, what would be the symptoms that your sick are displaying?
Many are boys and girls look at the weeping boils. Big, thick, pulsating with all the goo and ooze just running out of it. They cannot keep it clean. Well as that, they have sore lesions that seem to be festering with insects and such. They throw up constantly and can't keep a single thing down, and if they do manage to keep something down, it goes down, down, down. The latrines have not been cleaned in weeks because it's impossible to keep a latrine clean when everybody just keeps using them and filling them within 24 hours.
Ew.
So what I'm hearing is they need more prestidigitation.
I see what the problem is. Hygiene generally works quite well, so that could be a recommendation, but we will... wait a moment. Ifrit will turn to the rest of the party and ask, what do you think? Should we have a look in the basin to help these people?
Sure.
What is even in here for us besides sickness?
People to help.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Well, they did say they don't have any money, so.
Is your only incentive capitalism?
Yes.
If a stupid question is
Kind
that.
of.
Yeah.
Also, if there are many people, there's a chance there would be women as well, if you know what I mean.
Now that's a good offer. You know what I mean?
As much as I would love to think that Krista would be in a place like this, I have my doubts, but I suppose I would be beside myself if I didn't at least check. So, alright then.
Ifrit will then turn back to Duke Ravengard and say, yes, we will help you. We will go to the basin and see if there's anything we can do or find to help you.
See, kind of gives a little nod, and if you're down in there, we did lose something, or if you could bring that back, it would be greatly appreciated.
We can
lost
try to do that while we're on the way, yeah?
We're trying to set up a small forward operating base, because it's very vital that we take this place. And in doing so, we lost a crate of supplies. Now, doesn't matter where these supplies are, they will be perfectly fine and perfectly usable. However, there are 6 vials. Each vial there is a set of 2, so 2, 4, 6, just in case some appears. There is 2 small ones. There is in these larger beaker-looking type ones, and then there are these extremely large, almost pint-size glass jars. We just need all of them back. That's going to be a great help towards our cause here. If you find them, maybe able to speak to the, maybe able to even speak to the captain, who could potentially get you in and see what else we could do there. Alternatively, if you do find a way to fix this, some cure or such, by all means, we will gladly take it and see what we can do. And again, we would be willing to consider you brethren at that point.
No guarantee on the vials, but we will bring them if we come across them. It's the cure that we will be most concerned about. I suppose we will continue right away then.
I mean, you're free to camp out here at the end. It's safe out here for the most part. The people inside don't come out, and vice versa. We are kind of relegated here right now.
Thank you. So turning back to the party, should we camp here first, or should we try to go on immediately?
Fine to
What
keep
time of
going.
day is it?
It says 7:30.
Oh, in that.
I haven't moved the timer over. I'm manually keeping track of it. It's like it's middle of the day-ish, early afternoon, mid afternoon. We'll see. Final answer.
Might be good to take a rest here, so that we can leave bright and early.
Early in the
No,
morning.
exactly.
Sounds good. Then I suppose we could set up camp over here on the south side.
Yeah, you walk on over around. You can see this place is built up something fierce. As the wind is kind of moving in that direction, you do get a whiff of the overall smell of that fire, and the smell of burning flesh is one that lingers with you for quite some time. On this scale, it's definitely something that is very noticeable. But as you use...
Can I just ask, which way is the wind coming from?
Sort of northeast to southwesternly. However, Celtic took the fucking long way around, so he would have got that whiff of it as he was walking.
Yeah, it's as much as if we're going to camp here, don't really want those fumes coming into the camp. Yeah.
Yep. But as you set up a small camp for the night, and you can hear the numerous goats bleating and such, you see it's like the man, the little dwarf, seems to every now and then like just kind of swaps between like a sending stone and such. You see, what the fuck? Why would you send a photo like that of a cat just being like covered in a dredge? Why would you do that?
Alhamdulillah. You'll be big soon.
Oh.
This...
But these are all setting up that little camp. Take all in, and you're watching as he's doing this, like every so often you do hear the noises of like some goats bleating, and you hear panic as people are rushing by. You do, however, at one point you watch as one of the Chultan tribal warriors comes up to us. As he does, he uses a little nod, and as he sits down, hearing his broken tongue, I practice speaking, no?
Wow, he's trying so hard.
He looks at us.
Is he saying this to all of us, or?
Yeah, he's just like kind of sat down next to your camp as he's talking, and he's kind of looking over everybody with like glazed eyes. Language bad?
Hey,
You're doing fine.
there's worse things.
Man, no. Listen. Good. Think. Cure. Simple.
What do you think the cure is?
Cure. Other. What you kind of like moves it. He's like doesn't quite know the word he's looking for. Cure.
Wait, if you want, you can explain to our lizard. He is fluent in Common and in Chultan.
He looks at it and scoots back. No. Is he kind of looks and he like grabs a stone and just like smashes it on the other one. Cure. Quainias. Well, she like takes his hand and just goes like that. It's got like twinkly little stuff like that. The more you know.
Magic? It's a magical cure?
But you watch as he like kind of runs round and like grabs like a bunch of rocks and like makes a small circle with them and like sits in it. Like,
Circle magic. Sorry, you'll have to wait until November for that.
what?
Sorry, that was in a joke about how circle magic is coming in the new book.
Oh. No. How you is poison and
Mushrooms. Mushrooms.
yeah, the mushroom, yes. And he like then like starts like banging the rocks, but no, but yeah, no. As he smacks the rock and then points at you. Yes.
You want me to smash mushrooms?
Mushroom, and then like starts like pointing at all the rocks.
Am I having a stroke?
Trying to mortal
You mean
and
you want
pestilence and
Kiana to
stew?
smash my mushroom?
Jesus fucking Christ. You get the feeling that this guy is trying to tell you how to get the cure, but he does not know the words in common, and he refuses to speak to lizard folk.
Oh, so are we trying to mortal and pestle some sort of
Oh,
cure and like
Is he like, Gark, for you, he's sitting in a circle of rocks, and when Vox has said mushroom, he's like nodding yes, and then like slapping the rock and saying no, pointing at Ikareth and saying yes.
oh so like a mushroom circle, something with a fae.
Can I
Well, we could,
can I virtually cast compared language and just ask?
well,
him
there's
to-
also someone that can just cast it normally.
Well, yeah, but you cannot speak common, so you can't ask him to explain it in a native tongue. So that's why I'm virtually casting compared languages to try to ask
Yeah,
him.
but we can ask, and the guy can respond in his own language, and
I mean,
Claymore
Amber
can
can
understand.
literally cast it for 10 minutes while we have a chat. It's also a thing.
Clive can't talk.
In a way, he can.
Ifrath will say, maybe you can explain it better to Claymore. He doesn't talk your language, but he can understand it.
He immediately turns to Clive and just starts speaking the words in Jolton. Like, extremely fast. Immediately.
Okay.
See, then, you know, midway through, I'm gonna hear him like, and then from there, once you got that, they can all be cute, and then we can all go back into the camp and get our stuff, and it'll be so. Oh. It's really got me on edge. You brought that. What's. Ah, it's. Anyway, yes. You just need to speak to them and they can get it for you. You're not going to say anything back.
I'm trying to figure out what the hand motion is
We-
again for repeat.
We often have to say, tell him stuff twice, so you might have to say it again.
Yeah, Ifrath will say, "I'm sorry, he's not perfectly fluent. Can you maybe say it a bit more slowly?"
And louder. Don't forget louder.
The sickness they have is brought on by the latent magic that is there, and it's because they have incurred upon a layer of a powerful being of Fey origin,
I'm so smart.
and only
Okay, well, he'll.
they can undo this.
That's a lot more actually fucking comprehensible. And Clive will sign this.
I assume it's translated to the people who can't speak sign language.
And then
hope
Ifrath
so.
will say, Ifrath is not going to translate it, but he's going to ask the our visitor again. So it's some type of curse put on by the Fae, or
No. Just got too close to her dwellings and suffered the consequence. Not a curse. No. She would never
There
curse.
was
and do the
There was-
Fae live in the basin?
I'm assuming all this is translated. Oh no, he speaks this language, yeah. But see, I'm assuming everything is said by him. This weird fucking translation circle. Gark, your next character better speak English, or else you're just not playing. See, he kind of
I'll speak
looks
English.
at you, and yes, she lives around the basin.
Is she hostile to all visitors, or Only them. Do you think it would be a good
Non-natives.
idea for us to go talk to her?
Non-natives and foul beast.
Well, there was a coven of hags that we encountered earlier. If there's fae around here, I wouldn't be entirely surprised.
She kind of looks at you there, Clive. But she is not friendly to those who come in and out without good reason. Also, she can sometimes ask a great deal, a great boon. But she takes as good as she gets, gives as good as she gets.
Okay.
So she is hostile to non-natives, or
Yes.
is that what you meant? And also to lizard folk.
Anyone indeedly hostile towards her.
Were the paladins of
Yes.
Tyr hostile?
These foreigners come here and strip our forest, destroy our lands, and build this temple of power as he just gestures towards the encampment. This force of oppression.
I'm sure they intend well, but I can understand your misgivings.
We live harmoniously with the jungle. They destroy.
Would you like to travel with us to the basin to talk to this fae?
I spoke with her once, and never again shall I speak with her.
Can you
She
tell us what type of fae she is?
a small and vilely powerful creature.
A fairy?
No. She is small and hunched, hiding herself.
Hag?
I think that is your tongue name for her.
I see. And she's living there alone, or?
Yes. And they, the gesture towards Celtic, see her alone as a frail old woman try to kill. She means no harm, but they do harm unto her.
I see. Well, then we will go talk to her. Thank you for giving us this information.
She will only answer one question per person, and she will take equally what she give. So ask carefully and think about what you want. There is no going back once the deal is struck.
Okay.
Is he gonna stands up and it stretches off. He looks at you and
I want to thank him by giving him this golden wedding ring. But I'm going to keep the mysterious note.
from session 11 on session 30. Yeah, you give him the gold ring and he
No, the note was from session 11. The golden ring is from earlier.
holds the note, the ring, and as he does, like, places it on his finger. And as he does, like, you watch, he's trying to place it in all his fingers, and it fits on his left-hand ring finger perfectly. As he looks at it and looks at you and gives like a little nod. Then he kind of like walks over to the water, and you watch he like casts like a little rod and just starts fishing for his dinner. But as the sun starts to set here outside the camp, is there anything anybody wishes to be doing?
End the session and go to bed.
That's what I was alluding
I'm-
to.
Yes.
Oh.
I was thinking the same.
Are there more goblins, undead, and dinosaurs to fight? Maybe.
Not this session, no. No,
Next
not
one,
this
though.
session.
Next one.
Because I think honestly we have time.
No, fucking
No, we don't.
no. No, we don't.
Definitely do not. So, let us end it here. Pick it up again next week.